There's just none of them there. Alright, who wants to give me the recap?
I've got it.
Alright, Silver, lay it on me.
Still on our journey into extinguishing the braziers, we came across the first one. Lightly fortified, but still defended nonetheless by some very strong and intimidating-looking individuals, not too dissimilar to the ones we'd fought previously. We were initially planning to just do a simple extinguishing and run away, but there was doubts of even that happening. So, there was a plan set in motion. Fane would dispel the magic, and if it succeeds, Maze would counterspell anything that came within range to try and ensure that the dispel magic goes through. There's some excellent, I'm not really too good at this magic stuff, but it seemed to work. The brazier was extinguished, the two habituators were in panic, and we went to leave. Well, all of us nearly did. As we all turned tail, Weaver decided that he needed to ensure that the beacon would not be reignited, and as such just volunteered to stay behind. None of us wanted to stop him or dissuade him, so he continued on. And to his credit, oh, who am I kidding? He got captured about an hour after disembarking. We eventually figured out that he may have been lost based on the fact that he didn't have any idea of where we were meeting up. Probably because we didn't give him the location either. Or we didn't know either, or the word is. Everyone was prepared to abandon him, but in some of my wisdom, I decided not to leave him behind. Using the Wayfinder to set a course to him, before promptly leaving it, alongside a few other things with the group. Embarked on a suicide mission to retrieve him, or at the very least, make sure he doesn't spill any secrets that could endanger our mission. With some good luck, good fortune, I should say, prep, and potions and spells supplied by the crew of the Lazy Susan, every other ship in the area, and by Caspian, Fane, Maze, and even Simon. I was able to get there, and with some decent timing, get Weaver out of there. We were able to get a few things in that sort of time frame. Noticing that the brazier wasn't lit, and of the plans of the watchful knight who had personally come to ensure that Weaver's interrogation was kept under close eye, of a forewarned forthcoming attack on the City of Glass, something to turn it into a mirror, so to speak. At that point, we ran, and just ran for our lives. With some luck and a well-timed dodge from myself, we were able to escape, reunite on the shore where the good captain has decided to take us all the way back, so we can reunite, traversing through the spirit realm. Even with that success, it seems now our next steps are just as uncertain as they were before.
Alrighty. Inspiration for you. Weaver and Elsie are brought aboard the Lazy Susan by the ghostly crew. They have escaped and returned to you. Captain, pleased to see that once again the Metherians have been denied their prey, gives a quick cheer with his crew before turning his attentions towards the horizon. The rope, the mast, the wind ever calling and grasping. In the distance, sound of horns can be heard. The mists churn, presence of angry Metherians. like hornets to a nest. What are you guys gonna do next?
I believe that before we arrived, while Elsie was on their mission, they wanted some downtime to RP,
That's fine.
waiting for her.
And I will move you guys off the boat. And go ahead. Are people muted?
No, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Pokes with stick.
Come on!
There's
RP! Starts poking him.
Alright, so while everyone was basically packing their shit together, on the assumption that she will not return, and they will both be lost, and then our whole endeavor will be basically thrown overboard by information spilling and us getting attacked. After getting most of the things together, she will just step away, put a little small crate to the side, and just be like, so, I guess if they don't return, that will be it again.
Yeah, there's not much choice.
Ben kind of stops. Next to where he's packing away his stuff, the Wayfinder is still there. He's kind of just watching it for any changes, any indication. There is a chance that she succeeds. Slim.
Really think so? It's the watchful night, after all.
She was the entire reason we got away from him the first time we saw him.
She's also the reason why we can't continue if she doesn't return.
Well, I hope
You'll-
she doesn't have the same fate as me with the night.
She only risks herself.
I mean, not really, no. She also risks all of us, even more than we already are at risk. If she doesn't succeed, she might also get captured. And then they have 2 people to interrogate about information that should not be spilled at all.
What does Elsie know that Weaver does not?
It's not what she doesn't know. It's that it has 2 possibilities of gaining said information. A chance twice as bad than if it only were one.
She's not incorrect. There is no method of interrogation with a 100% success rate. The more people they have, the easier it would be. But I wouldn't put the possibility of them escaping down just yet. Not until we've waited long enough. Either way, don't hold out hope either.
In the end, it is true. Don't you look at the Wayfinder? You can see that if she were to die, the item would lose its magic. At least its connection. But it's unlikely that they will just kill her. So it's difficult to know.
If the Mytharians can have blind faith in such absurdity, I'd like
So
to.
can we?
Like to at least extend that to Elsie. Other than that, if we get back to the City of Glass, what even are the next steps? Alert the rebellion. Alert Lander. Oh, kind of scowl inside eye, Simon. Flee to the Weeping Blades. I don't know.
They cannot get there.
Even the acorn sort of pull it out. In the Isle of Mana. There is no point in salvaging a land if there is no one left to tend to it. There's much I still don't understand of the druids. But they need to be alive. So I can get that understanding.
Why are you so keen on getting their understanding on things? They're not doing anything here. They've lost so much land already, and yet they're still sitting in their city. They're not even preparing for anything. I didn't expect there'd be so many Mytharians here already. It is way worse than I imagined it would be. I don't even know if they're aware of it. None of their information said anything about it. They said a few. They talked about the braziers and the mist. I wonder if they're just unaware of what's going on here. So busy with their own political things and paperworks that they just don't bother. Why don't you make your own
Definitely.
view? You're a druid after all, aren't you?
If I were to
Definitely.
disregard the reason that they are stuck in a peril of inaction, if I was to not inquire, then I would be the very same as the church. I mean to find out why they're in a state of inaction, or at least apparent inaction. Not that I will fix it or that I will sympathize with them. But if they have a piece that we are missing, to disregard that piece is pointless. It's futile. I would consider all possibilities first.
Sometimes you just don't have enough time to consider all possibilities. There's so much inaction going on. Nobody's making a move. Nobody but the church is constantly moving. Not even the gods are bothering. They brought us back. They didn't give any instructions. No help. A vague guideline. Some dreams. Nothing to help us. Just a pointed finger.
Makes sense why the church grows so much in this time. At least from the last time I was here. This gets going this way. They will eventually get the city. Cannot let that happen.
Bane will nod and look at Caspian. I don't think your foreign gods have abandoned us yet. Caspian, since he has been here, has been our savior in one circumstance and a vital member in others. Is it a direct act of woad? I don't know. But to deny those deities that are trying despite this sickened land is also just ignorant. I wish they would do more. I wish Lauren wouldn't have given me such vague messages to fix my people who are complacent, to arrive in this grand city, to snuff out the light. I appreciate the opportunity he has given me, yet struggle to understand the means that he is pressing into my hands. Maybe
What do
it
you-
is.
Hmm.
Maybe it is just that. Lorne did not bring back Weaver. Nor did he bring Caspian back. Are we weaker because of these parts not planted by his eyes? Or are we stronger for whatever phenomena impacted their sight? We have seen absurdity, and the pieces just don't fit. Let's hope that Elsie can bring us back our missing piece.
What are you gonna do, Fane, if we do succeed in this? What is your plan after this?
After the Coast of Souls is the Isle of Mana.
You wanna
Assuming
go
no
over
other
there?
threats come.
What are you hoping to find there?
Ideally an open wound that is easy to treat.
So you're just trying to heal the land?
I see no purpose in living with any other goal in mind. If I am to stay here, in my home, that is what I must do. If I lose that goal, I might as well seek a ship in Saphira and go to a different place.
What are you gonna do if you actually manage to heal this place, this mess? Are you gonna eradicate the church? Or are you just gonna push them to the other side like they did to your people?
Your balls.
What about your family?
I don't know if they're even alive. Step one after dealing with that ley line issue would be to try and re-establish contact. To show them that I have not run from tradition and heritage. And hope that they can forgive me for some harsh parting words. As for the church, I would hope that severing the fear that they have from so-called apostates would be step one. Destroying their power structure that monopolized things would be step two. Step three would be to take in those whose eyes are opened and realize that they do not need to be sheep.
Some mighty ambitions.
You'll shrug. If I can mess with the ley line, that doesn't seem so daunting.
Well, Leyland's acts according. People are not that rational usually. Things that have been taught to them for years and generations is not that easily forgotten.
Well, that's a struggle regardless. If we take the opposite stance and purge them, they will remain smaller pockets filled with hate.
Rather smaller
As-
pockets and bigger bubbles, right?
He'll shake his head. I don't feel that way. Mytharians, most of them at least, believe that they are doing right. They believe that their faith keeps them safe. They believe that her light is the warmth that lets them sleep. And that her light is fueled by the deaths of those undeserving of it.
Yet they can't explain how you are deserving or not. Unless you directly use magic in front of them, they usually can't even tell.
Which is drip-fed doctrine from those that have something to gain from establishing a power structure that preys on the few.
So it's people like coins to flip. Whatever makes them feel safe, they'll join.
In the
Or
case
they'll-
of many
Or
people,
they fight it until their end.
in the case of many people, yes. A farmer is more interested in tending crops, having a meal by night, and raising a family than the potency of their faith. They just want to live. So let them live. Those who would not seek revenge or retribution.
But don't you seek something better for yourself? We've been traveling for so long, and we have nothing. We got a little rest in the city. That's all. It's nothing to our name. We're just being guided by gods. Who knows why they chose us? It could have been anyone. Now we're here, and we don't even know if we can continue this. Because one of us decided to just basically surrender himself. Or get lost and captured.
It could have been anyone. In my case, it was a child who thought that he knew better than his superiors. That thought the threats of the world outside of a small nomadic community weren't all that evil. What I want for me is safety and a name to be proud of. And until I have earned that, I keep striving forward.
Maybe we should start striving upwards instead.
All right.
Onward.
And as those final words kind of linger around, is at this point that a ship's whistle be called by one of the ghostly outlooks as a vessel approaches the Lazy Susan. And you will see upon it Weaver and Elsie, having survived their escapade. Eventually, they are brought aboard. Captain lets out a cheer, as the ghostly crew cheer as well.
And cheers, and grabs a healer's kit and rushes forward. Eyes scanning over both of them. What? First, are either of you injured? Obviously, yes, but major.
Weaver will place a hand on the back of Elsie and push Elsie towards Fane.
I'll step back as you do that. It's not too bad. It's just a shot that hits like a... Do you know what? You're right, actually. I'll step forward again. And you'll see a gaping wound that caused by a weapon that definitely haven't seen before.
The long mace.
Yeah.
And,
Sorry I didn't bring you anything. The gift shop wasn't open.
You brought us Weaver.
Not quite a gift.
As Fane begins to attend to Elsie. Everyone else hears that near the coast, in the churning mist, the sound of horns being sounded, echoing throughout the coast. The Metherians move, yell their orders like a hive of angry hornets.
Shite.
Did you lead them here?
Tried to leave them as best I can. I don't think they were following, otherwise it'd be a lot closer, but they're not stupid. I think it would be in our best interest to relocate, if possible.
You said there was a western coast, Captain?
Aye, that's where we are.
I thought we were at the southern coast. What?
No.
That's where you started. He sailed to the west. That's where you are right now. That's where you were taken.
Well, did you tell them anything?
Nope.
Oh,
Discord DC.
What?
This is
What?
unbelievable. Who DC'd?
Who DC'd?
I DC'd.
Oh, you
I don't know
got
how much I missed. Discord ate me for a second. It's been
What
doing
was the
that
last thing
recently.
you heard?
We were asking about the Western Shore.
Oh, yeah.
We're currently on the western shore, and then because Weaver doesn't know the layout,
Hasn't got a great survival, so he's
This
he
is
doesn't
true.
have survival. He's close to having negative survival.
Anyway, in
Yeah,
either case,
yep.
what do you guys do next?
Captain, can we pull away from shore? Try and outrange whatever detection methods they have.
Aye, we could try. Me and the lads can only go so far from the shore before we
Well, the
start to fade.
The good thing is that brazier did not reignite, so one of them is down, if that is of any solace to you, Captain.
Aye, good. Just informing Mr. Fane here. And me and the lads can only go so far from shore before we get before we're forced to return.
Oh, you said there were 2 points where we could land and start. So I guess this one won't work anymore. We have to take the other.
Aye,
Is that still an option?
I assume so. But if the alarm's been sounded, the second one's gonna be right bit of a difficult one.
Well, I don't think there's an easy one anymore.
No. Especially considering that the Watchful Knight was one of the people that was trying to interrogate Weaver.
Hmm. Oh,
I think they know we're here now, so... Well, let's be extra careful unless we want to, go through the soul again.
I hope you know that you owe your life to Elsie.
I don't answer to you, Mazekeen, and I've already made that clear to her.
Well, we made what it got you so far.
I appreciate your help.
She will just
No, you do the same for me.
shake her head. So, now we continuing? Or are we...
No. Why did you stay, Weaver?
To make sure that the brazier actually remained unlit.
And how long did you manage to stay?
Couple minutes till they spotted me.
Great. So you got nothing. Nothing of real substance. substance, as information-wise.
But incorrect. Granted, I'm not quite sure how useful my information was. I was unconscious for most of the time that I was being tortured. At least I assume so, as I don't have much memory. I do, however, remember almost drowning in my own blood. Aside from that, they said that, to some extent, and this is all just what they said, their plans are almost complete, and we haven't even started ours. That's what they said. Their plan is to assault the city directly. Granted, we already know this is a fact.
Yeah.
The
we know
harrowing part
this.
was the fact that they had said that it is almost prepared. On top of that, we also learned that the ideas that you had come up with shutting down the brazier with the magic, it does work. So not only did I, quote unquote, heavy quotations, succeed in finding out that the braziers do remain unlit, we also found more information. And they got nothing out of me. The only thing is that they know that I am here and Elsie is here. They know of no one else.
Well, to be fair, and we'll gesture to the seeker uniform that Elsie is wearing once again, Mace. They know that someone helped you, so they don't know my face specifically for what that's worth.
Correct. They know of mine, however. That is all.
I would like to point out that this is not what if you said is true. You have acquired perhaps information that could be of some value. We have for one lost the element of surprise completely. There will be no more taking them off guard. There will be no more sneaking up on them while they're not looking.
Mm-hmm.
And for a second, that was a pointless risk. We could have assured from a distance they didn't reignite it, and even if they did, it would be merely a waste of resources instead of
And why did no one speak
potentially
up?
throwing away a companion. Personally,
Up.
I was not in the headspace to speak up as I was concerned about other things.
Understood.
I was muted.
I know, but I'm RPing. I'm RPing. That's all. I know why, and I'm not
Yeah.
damning you for it out of character. I'm just playing the character.
Well, I've told you it's a dumb idea, and it will be your own grave. But you don't.
You say that about a
really,
lot
do
of things,
you?
Mazekeen. I've learned to
Yeah,
just
usually
ignore
it's
you.
things you do.
I've learned to just ignore you.
Well, you see what it got you again. But
Anyways.
Begging your pardon, if I might.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't help but overhear that you'd be mentioning that the Netherians be planning an attack on the city of Glass, in weeks' time?
Who's to
Yes.
say? Could be weeks, it could be hours.
could be untrustworthy information too.
He'll kind of shrug. But the city of Glass would be several leagues to travel across land from here. The only way they could attack that soon is if they took to the sea.
Well, they're building a harbor, aren't they?
Oh, aye. But the problem is that, they don't really know that we're here.
Correct. Which was...
My
gonna be
point
something-
being is that if they take the ship out into the sea, then they'll be vulnerable.
You propose that if they were to take a ship out to sea, we could sink the vessel?
Well, in all the honesty that I have, me and the boys have a limited capacity to harm their ship. Hence why we've stayed in the shadows and the mists until now. But they don't rightly know that you be transported upon it. Perhaps, if we were to slide in at night, you might just have your chance.
And
So, We
With us,
should sneak onto their ship in the night and sink it.
yeah,
Do have the means.
Or scuttle it at the very least.
No?
We could light it afire. Then they are prone to burning.
the fire would merely serve as a distraction on a ship. We would need to do more
Exactly.
than that.
Correct. But
We
a
would
fire,
Go ahead.
damage of some sort. As long as it cannot sail, they cannot attack.
I don't
agree.
know
Well,
much
we
about
could do a
ships.
few things. We could at least have like a checklist of things to try and make it a lot harder for them to get across. Their sails would be quite flammable. It'd be quite hard to extinguish them from up there.
If I
Sorry, you were
may,
saying these? Go ahead, Radio.
the easiest way to cause the distraction would be to first burn the upper deck, cut the ropes for their sails. It would slow down their ship at the very least for a moment. Once you start the fire, they would have to tend to that before they notice the sails. Someone would have to be below deck before we would actually do such a thing. Thus, whenever they all head to the top deck to deal with this situation, we would have somebody beneath setting whatever we can to actually scuttle their ship properly.
Yeah. Captain. I don't know much about ships, but do they carry usually anything explosive?
It depends entirely upon the cargo there, Mistress Mazekeen.
Well,
Best way to really explain it to yourself, but if they're going to be taking on the City of Glass, they'll need some munitions.
this has to be a kind of like warship. Sure.
Warship, a real man of war, would be something difficult for them to build. Now, I know I've been dead a while, but I don't think there's anything like that. But we'll see, I suppose. Could be wrong. My point is that the only way that these folk here are going to be making any sort of attack on the City of Glass in a week's time is if they take to the sea. They're just too far away otherwise.
Actually, we might be able to have a time frame to see what kind of ships they built. Simon, how long ago was your brother taken?
You mean my companion, Pedro?
Yes.
I think it was about a year ago, right?
Well, as far as you remember, yeah.
Yeah. A year, I believe.
Any inclination of if the harbor was here longer than a year, such as they had already captured others from the side?
Do I know that?
The captain will respond to that. It's been here a while.
Then if that's the case, then at the very least, they'd be able to have a few galleons.
Well, depends on the material they have at hand, doesn't it?
Right.
Gestures to the bountiful forest behind us.
Well, I can say they're not very good ships. That's one fell.
Have you been on one before?
Yes.
How did you?
Yeah, I got hit by the storm.
Hit by the storm
That's
or
all
hit by the Leviathans outside of Peace Week?
Well, there's
Don't
not
know.
many vessels that can survive that at all for long.
Can I roll some kind of history check on Leviathans? Not trained.
Oh, no then.
Alright.
Either way, at the same time, you can't get too far from the shore. You'd have to turn back because I assume that you're tethered to the coast of some kind.
Aye. And the lads can't leave too far from the coast, else we dissipate. And then we reapparate, going back towards the coast. We'd be bound here by those braziers or whatever else ritual that these damn Metharians be using.
How close to the migrations can we get? We're not within Peace Week, are we?
No, you're not.
So how close can we get to those migrations?
I can't.
I understand. I just wasn't sure exactly how far away you could get.
Oh, 3 leagues, maybe?
So we can't use natural means. Understood.
I also doubt they would follow us that far out.
I agree.
So, just so you guys know, 3 leagues, a league is 3 miles or approximately 7.4 kilometers.
Oh, I thought you said weeks.
No, leagues. Leagues.
Okay.
The naval measurement.
Yes.
So that means he can, for all you Europeans, he can approximately go about 22 kilometers off coast before he starts to dissipate.
That's not far.
Mm-hmm.
It is not.
Not
We
far at all.
appreciate the translation to Europe. Thank you.
I believe
You're welcome, non-free people.
that's still within the
That's
horizon.
doubly funny because he's Northern Irish.
I know, he's scared.
Oh shit! Sorry. What the fuck? How did that happen?
He turned into a ghost.
We start talking about
Looks cool, man.
we start talking about nautical miles and he's like, fuck. Numbers,
That's doubly funny because he's Northern Irish. So funny.
Operating on the presumption this information is true. What was the time scale you heard? Some are saying a week, others are saying weeks. Can I get a definitive answer on this?
That'd be up to Elsie.
Stops bandaging Elsie's shoulder.
From what I overheard, it was said moments away, weeks perhaps. I think those are the exact words, but I was trying not to be uncovered in the midst of your interrogation. You really have time to gauge whether well they were boasting or trying to intimidate you.
Before we keep yapping, understanding how time works in this setting, have we already started moving towards the other coast?
No, we haven't made a decision
Arcadum?
yet.
We haven't made a decision.
Okay.
I was about to ask as well.
So you have two entry points, right? The one that you just left, or the secondary one, which was the more heavily fortified one, which now you won't have the element of surprise for. Now, that being said, there's also the third proposal of if they're going, and now this is a bit of speculation on the captain's part, but the speculation that if they were in fact telling you the truth and not just talking shit or being hyperbolic, then that would mean that they'd have to use a ship to get there in time. And since the City of Glass is a port city, then that means that would be the mode of attack that they would have to use. And if that's the case, then the good captain can use the Lazy Susan to attempt to get you on board without being seen, because, you know, they're ghosts. That being said, that also has its risks, because, so I'll break this down in game turns, right? You can go back the way you came and deal with the devil that you know. You can attack the heavily fortified position, which, if you are successful, will be a huge turning point for the campaign, because the fortified position has, I believe, access to a brazier and other additives to the Metharian's might. I can't tell you any more than that. And then you have probably the most risky, but perhaps the most effective option, which is getting onto the ship in secret and attempting to scuttle and destroy it. However, the problem is, and this is a very big problem, is that you don't know how many ships there are, so you'd have to choose the right ones and perform this with the right level of we'll call it subterfuge. But most assuredly, those ships will be packed with munitions, but also troops. Because if they're making an attack, then that means a lot of Metherians will be in one centralized place, and no doubt at all that one of them will be the knight. So, and the big problem is that you're not going to easily escape on a ship.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. You'll be essentially putting it all on the line if you do the ship. But it is probably the only method you have to maintain an element of surprise against the Metherians at this point.
I don't think the ship is feasible at all. Because we would be blind guessing which ones, and they still have all the brazier buffs except one.
We still don't even know if it's actually true.
Yeah, we could just be waiting around for a ship to leave. That never does. Or we wait long enough that they complete another brazier and start eating more ghosts.
True.
Which is Fane's biggest concern.
Do they have any
I
other...
think the ship is sick.
I've noticed that they're not, well, especially the knight himself was not above the use of magic. Do we know if they have any ways of teleporting themselves long distances?
We know that they can't do it without a big hassle.
What?
Well, not officially. Remember the cavern?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that one wasn't
silver mine?
completed. We never know if it actually worked or if it's just somebody's attempt at something that never worked.
Is this the cavern that you all spoke about with the, what were they called? Troglodytes in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Troglodytes, yes.
The big crystal.
And there was a teleportation circle in there?
There was, and a book bound in some material.
I have the book still. I think I have a picture of the circle in it as well. But that doesn't help us make a point here either. If they could just teleport, they would have just done so. They wouldn't bother building the braziers because they would be too far away.
It could help us.
Actually, thinking about that, perhaps that's why they need the braziers. Did you all see anything that may have been somewhat similar in that area? Not necessarily braziers, but possibly sacrifices of some kind, utilizing the souls of people so that they could power magics or anything of that sort? Because if that's the case, perhaps they're not building a boat at all, but building a teleportation circle.
I'm gonna check the book. Did the book say anything about missing people?
They were the dead miners.
They were in the crystal, all right?
Yeah. A word amalgam.
Sorry, I had gotten up for a second, right when you asked me something.
A classic. we found it, that was fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the missing people at the start were all in the corpse crystal, right?
Shickletown.
In Shickletown.
As far as you know, yes.
We have the book with us, and we knew it was a teleportation circle. Is there any way of seeing if that book has a map or like a network of teleportation circles used by the church within it?
No, but it does have a very important clue.
Hey.
Oh.
Nice.
But I want to see if you can make the connection.
God damn it.
For inspiration.
Are they
All right.
Are they making another crystal?
Let me up, Shamber. It's time to cook.
Bro, it's been so long. I can't even remember. I feel like the book was bound in amber, but I feel like that's just my brain filling in blanks. First off,
I'll give you one hint. What? Which single thing has the most in common between the Coast of Souls and that mine?
The crystal. it absorbs people or souls.
The dead.
Right.
Come on, almost. You're almost there.
What was the one single thing that, other than odd Mytharian presence,
Do they have a fucking mana well?
A label.
Oh, you're
But
getting
But we
there.
don't
You're
know if they
almost
have a
there.
lay well.
You're almost there.
Like a
No.
conduit? Is that the right term? No.
catalyst?
No.
Well, it has a.
I'm picturing that mine in my head trying to go through the map.
What didn't you find in the mine until the end, and what haven't you found on the coast?
The circle.
The crystals.
Almost.
The
I remember there were trogs at the... No, there's trogs throughout.
Troglodytes.
book
We need
It's
troglodytes.
not troglodytes. Let me help
We
you.
need more troglodytes.
Oh,
We need more troglodytes.
the heavy lingering of death.
Well, that is
That is
true,
here.
but something else. Well, you're almost there.
God.
You're right, but not exactly. Yes, but actually no.
Type of magic that does
Necromancy?
that? Necromancy?
What?
It is necro. We're on a ghost ship.
So with so much death, what is normally left behind?
Spirits.
Bodies.
There you go.
Corpse.
Bodies.
Bodies!
We
Yeah,
left
there's no
bodies
bodies.
here already. I don't know.
No.
We haven't found bodies.
You haven't
We have
found
yet to find
any
single
bodies, right? Like anywhere on
Alright.
the Coast of Souls,
The-
except the
the
ones you
vision-
left behind. Right?
The vision I had a bunch of slaves, right?
Yeah, and so
But all the people-
who are bound here? What's bound here?
Souls
The
of the
spirits.
dead.
Souls.
The souls,
Souls.
right? But what are they missing?
Their
Bodies.
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 Their
And what did
bodies.
you find in the mine?
Bodies.
Bodies.
And
We
where
found-
you see it now? He sees it.
Okay,
Now he sees it.
yeah.
Teleporting from Shickletown to here.
Ew. Crazy. Why the crystal then? What the fuck?
And that-
Their bodies are in the mines.
No,
Okay.
the
Hey,
N-
that's over. Bring it back. No.
Okay, I'm simmering down. I'm simmering down. I'm
All
simmering down.
right. Because you guys
Bit of
have
cooking
remembered,
meth.
because you guys have remembered
I-
the book, and I'm very proud of you. I will just tell you, by bringing it up and everybody's neurons firing, it would indicate that the Mytharians, perhaps one of the methods they use to travel, is by using corpses, more specifically corpses of apostates and heretics. So the
Yep.
crystals that you found and the corpse concentration that you found has also been indicated that there are no bodies here. So where are the bodies? And furthermore,
my-
why are the souls of these people bound here and they can't leave?
Oh my god.
There you go.
Gamers. They're not killing apostates. This is Weaver speaking. They're not killing apostates because they're zealous and whatnot. They're killing apostates to use the magic within them.
you weren't even in the mine.
What's a gamer?
It's a
What?
game.
Shut up. Listen to
Anyway,
the words that I
Time.
just used.
Anyway, I was very excited for you guys to make that make that realization. So
Action, yeah.
now you have the connection.
There- But that's
Does the
why they
Church
need
have skin
apostates.
send?
The callers siphon the magic.
And for those of you that are viewers, what kind of magic was the church most interested in?
Druidic.
No,
No,
Well,
in the
no.
book it was. I mean,
but
it's-
what is the magic? And this is like other. This is more for the viewers because everybody's kind of seeing some stuff. What is the form of magic that they were most interested in?
Quick, make a vote and
it's
My brain jumps to Negatia.
Yes, which is composed of what? Where does
Blood,
negation-
blood magic.
There
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go.
yeah, there
There
we
you
go.
Blood.
There
Yeah.
you go.
The
Blood
Crimson
magic.
Right and all of that.
There
Okay.
I mean,
you
it
go.
makes sense. The circle on the floor was also drawn in blood, right? Or was
Yes.
it chalk?
Yes. No, it was. It was blood. And more
it was blood and
importantly-
chalk. Yeah.
Yeah, more importantly,
Both. Ew.
what also occurs naturally based off of blood?
Death.
No, a little bit more.
Bodies.
What occurs in a person based off of their bloodline?
Life.
Sorcery.
Magic,
Magic.
sorcery, yes.
Yes, the sorcerer's mark. There you go.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
So yeah,
So they're gathering magic potent corpses to
Mhm.
do
they want to be able
things
to
with.
use. Wait, but okay.
Well,
Weaver's gonna kind of say like, okay, so we know
All right,
that.
now for
you
the
just threw the
ultimate
cutout.
cook.
Okay.
For the ultimate cook, because you guys are,
Mhm.
I'm so proud of you. I want to show you one thing, and I want to see if you can make the connection.
oh
Okay.
god.
I'm just gonna
Reveal.
call this
Hold
call this a fucking like flashback.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I am putting on my actual fucking glasses right now.
Oh god, he's playing blind.
Couldn't you tell that before? What do you mean?
I don't put on my glasses because they make me sick when I look at a computer screen, but I'll put them on so I can see.
let me make myself sick. Okay, don't do that. You don't have to do that.
I have
We
made this
have to
decision.
cook.
Understand that I am making it alone.
Like the last one, right?
You know what, Cyber? I'm gonna cook you a very nice meal.
Absolutely not. After that overcooked
Ki-
stuff
ki-
earlier,
kindness?
no thanks.
You know what? I'm not gonna cook you a meal.
Gee-
I'm gonna buy you a nice
Yeah,
meal.
don't be kind to Cyber. She actually doesn't like it. It's not really her thing.
This is
All right,
this is-
right.
this is-
I forgot. Fuck you, Cyber.
There
Fuck
you go.
you.
There you
I'm
go.
glad that we can be friends again.
I just everybody's coming together and it's great. Not like that.
Everyone's coming together, just daggers at each other's
Like
throats,
that.
giving like the fucking
right, I'm gonna-
90s sitcom
Okay.
intro.
Okay, before I show you this, I want to ask you one more thing because I want everybody to cook together here. How did you die? Specifically.
Crucified. And so
No.
bled out.
And-
Well,
and-
not-
froze to death.
We froze to
technically.
death
Yes, but how were you presented?
on a cross.
Yes,
On top of the hill.
And what happens when you're crucified?
You
Bleed out.
You're nailed
Bleed
to
out.
it. And a wound is made.
You started
die
that,
from
right?
exhaustion.
It's
Yeah.
a ritual circle.
Oh yeah, we
that
were
not a
we were in a
ritual? We were
hemicircle
sacrificed.
and they had made a prayer. Yeah.
Ew.
The
Nice.
blood had the one thing that he had said, and this was one thing that because it was Silva that went unconscious last, or was it Fane?
You guys
It was
should be
Fane.
loading the map.
We're loading.
Yeah, we had seen the
memories.
blood trickling towards the center podium, and then whenever we had come off, that's actually when Elsie had noticed it as well, that the book had blood on it.
Did we have that book? Or did we leave it?
Elsie still has it.
No, that was the one that was
no.
taken from the camp, where
No,
Tozaros.
Silva has it.
Yeah. You have it. You smug.
Why, Silver left with nothing.
Meanwhile, halfway across Corvallis.
no.
Meanwhile, back at Mordhau,
All right,
I killed my children.
you guys loaded up, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I'm looking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Well,
So it was a blood ritual.
it was a blood ritual.
Yeah.
We were. Did we die by exsanguination or did we die by words?
we
Die by
froze.
cold.
I think we
No,
froze
we
them to
we
death.
were
Well-
told that we were never told exactly how we died. We passed out before we did.
The point was whether or not you died from the cold or exsanguination. That's not really the point. The point is what happened to you before you died.
So that's why our souls can't leave anywhere. Lauren
We're
just
already
found us
dead.
and Lauren just found us. Like, look at these people.
But yeah, there you go. That's the big.
Sorry.
It's the big. One of the big cards in my back pocket. I was waiting to
Well-
play for you guys.
So we were only able to be raised because we were kept from the live stream by the
Correct.
church. Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Wait, they have our souls?
They
Yeah.
had our souls.
Yeah, they had. That's why
Oh.
that's why it's important for you to like kind of understand on how all this works, which is so there's different sects of the Mytharian faith, and that's why some of them are so evil and some of them aren't, is because those that participate directly in the destruction of souls, which is the rituals like this, that is a indeterminate evil, right? That's a determinate evil. because remember the lines in the sand that I draw, and this is always evil no matter what. That's why some Mytharians are so evil and others aren't.
Oh,
Amongst other things like that.
wait, that's why most of the torture devices used on Weaver were focused on exsanguination. Then,
Correct.
No,
Yeah, it's all been
because
wrapped.
all of them, when they were talking about it, led to excessive bleeding. The
Yeah.
bleeding of my nose, where I felt like I was drowning, even the finger splitter or whatever. There was other things that, yeah, even the one where he was like, oh well, yap 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 yap. It was all based on blood, and they were collecting my blood in a They have Weaver's blood. Fuck.
Okay, I get it. They like blood play, yeah.
Also, I think within the Mytharian torture camps, there's been a device pointed out twice that nobody has known what it is. My guess is it's some kind of soul-binding device.
Or just
It's my
collect
presumption.
blood.
No, because they can use mundane means for that. A weird scripture-laden pyramid is...
I mean, it might be infusing blood with something after they
Does
collected
anyone
it in
have an
there.
extra pair
Who
of
knows?
clothes or pants at least?
Not in your size.
Goddamn right, not in my size.
But yeah.
Books down
We-
at loincloth.
we don't have small here.
But anyway, good job, everybody.
Who gets the inspiration?
This doesn't help us with our decision.
I do, because I did such a good job writing it. No, I'm just kidding. Like,
Yeah, okay.
You know what?
God damn.
This is the one time I'll say this. You deserve inspiration, Arcadum.
no, thanks. I'm gonna eat it and immediately use it on... Quick, make a save to feel good about yourself.
Oh,
I will fail.
Damn.
I will not use inspiration. I will not use inspiration. Fail. Just kidding.
You don't feel good about
I'll
yourself.
give it to, who doesn't have one?
I think nobody has any left.
Anybody but Elsie.
Yeah.
Elsie has double inspiration. Got inspiration from last session and inspiration
You know
from...
what? I'm gonna give
Oh,
it
no.
to Caspian, just because he has a really, his best genist haircut.
that's right.
That's
That's
toupee.
right.
Bad denim.
I'm going to give it to him because he isn't bald.
Let's go.
Bad.
Bad
the
denim.
spirit.
Name.
Can we just talk
All
about,
right.
just for a second, of Nara's new profile picture and how much I fucking hate it?
It's
I was in the
Kimmy.
VC. Talked about it extensively.
Ugh. Alright, anyway, please continue.
What, Kim Jong-un?
No,
Yes.
it's Kimmy Jong
No,
Uwu.
no, stop. I'm not doing this.
All right, guys. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, you still have an important decision to make.
I mean, I have the red thread, and I was the only one that bled on it. Now that we understand that they're after our blood, perhaps I can offer this to the people that actually have more potent magics, as before I was only what people would consider as a minor caster.
I mean, your blooded thread is not gonna help us right now at all. The people you're trying to reach are not here. And we still have something to do. Or we just leave.
Fane will take it the Wayfinder and hand it to Elsie.
Okay.
Thank you.
The blooded thread, Weaver, is likely still bound to you. I honestly have no idea what would happen if somebody else used it as a catalyst. And I fear for your safety if that were the case. Otherwise,
I can respect that decision. Thinking about it, it possibly could have some adverse effects. Speaking of adverse effects, the only reason why they actually took me was because of these goddamn boots. So, fucking take them back.
You don't think the reason why they took you is
Are you
because
sure it was that?
they're looking for a...
They held up an amulet to it and went, "Yup, apostasy," and then arrested.
Are you
Okay,
sure?
are you sure you-
Yes, actually. Otherwise, I was just gonna walk. They were like, "Yes, apostasy." Otherwise, that
you
was
think
it.
the very heavily armored man that is randomly wandering around the jungle is, like, not suspicious? Well, they're looking
I mean,
for a group of people
only
wandering the
thing-
same area.
The only thing that they know is that I was looking for a blue-skinned tiefling. And that's it.
All right. And what did they do
Weaver-
after you told them that?
I mean, that's a personal thing that I've told
Why-
you all about.
Is there a way to brainwash you?
He's too dense to brainwash, Simon.
So, first off,
Damn.
fuck you, Fane. I'm not too dense as to be brainwashed. And second
Yes.
off, why would you suggest that? I held my tongue on anything important to any of you. The only person I damned was myself to at least give you all some clearance.
Just because
Give
you got
myself
out
some
of a
wiggle room.
situation you brought yourself into and managed to not make it any worse doesn't give you a get free out of jail card here.
Yeah,
We're
well,
still deep
you know
in it.
what?
We
You're just
lost
an
the
angsty
advantage.
teenager.
No, Fane will walk forward and get between them and look at Weaver.
Yes, sir.
My point of your density is not because of those circumstances, nor even your miraculous holding of your tongue. It is the fact that you have the audacity to blame Simon for getting yourself in a situation where you would be
Oh
murdered.
no, I'm not
at the
blaming
least.
Simon. It was still my decision to take the boots. It's entirely my fault, but I just don't want them on me anymore.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, no, I apologize. I understand what you were saying, Fane. I had misconstrued my own words towards you. I apologize to both of you. Simon, Fane,
good.
I apologize.
Finally.
The Mytherians.
Been waiting all this time to apologize.
The Mytherians don't care about shoes. They will just kill you.
What are those?
What are those?
At this
Captain,
Just
these checks are vile.
I had the lemon pepper steppers on, and they're like, "What are those?" And I just get fucking exsanguinated because, anyways. And Mazekeen, I apologize. I got angry. I've been very
Just
tense
don't,
as of late.
just don't talk to me.
Okay. Well, I made an attempt. Anyways, moving on. So what's the goal?
Leave.
All right.
Either assault the ship or take the heavily fortified position.
I think after what we had just discussed and surmised, I think we take the heavily fortified position, as I don't know if they're actually using a ship with the fact that you were talking about a teleportation circle. On top of that, who's to say that they can't just launch some fuck off arcane blast from here to there?
Finn will nod.
Like some intercontinental ballistic magic missile.
Yes. An ICBMMN.
Okay, alright. Shut up.
Well, if they have a circle anywhere where they're planning to make one, it's likely in the very fortified position.
Finn
So-
will
Yep.
nod.
Is that what we're
Of course
tackling?
that.
We can
Yep.
always try.
I think so, but regardless of whatever we do, we need to press up. And we'll just gesture to a hole where you can see directly through Elsie.
Weaver will
Oh, I
place
missed
a
the
hand on
spot,
Elsie,
sorry.
forgetting he's not a paladin.
Like,
It's your
Yeah.
hole.
Why can't I heal you?
you're both
You're just
still
grabbing my
areas.
breast, Weaver. What the fuck?
No, I'm not. I would not do that. I am an honorable man. That's fucked. You know what?
It'd be a real shame if you randomly touched my butt.
Fane jumps off the side.
I
I do not.
You just get over here.
I pog into a frog.
Not for that. Nope. Anyway, I believe we are pulling out, getting rest, going to fortified position.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Mhm.
Hey, Fane,
Yes.
could you
You'll
attempt
yell
to
open.
purge me of any Mytherian light within me? Because, I don't know if she's good and they're bad, or if the light is because of the bad thing or whatnot, but if you can make any attempt to purge me, I'd appreciate it.
I feel like I've been over this like 9 times. We
do
don't
not
have
care
the
at this point.
facilities nor the capacity to do so. I would, presuming our information on the Mytherians is correct, I would have to cut you open and bleed it out of you. Of which I might derive a small pleasure, but I don't think I would get any results.
Could we at least attempt it? I do not want to place anyone here in harm, simply because of that, because they may actually be able to use it as a way of finding us. They have my blood.
Then we'll
I'm going to
see.
speak to
And my
Caspian. Like,
axe.
When we
And
when
my
we are
bow.
safe, when we are safe, that is fine. Those
Thank
two are
you.
having a conversation. The camera should pan over here now.
absolutely not. You can finish.
That's all I wanted to say. I'll try it.
All right,
Oh,
let's
hearing
see it.
that-
All right, let's see it. Let's see it. What do you got? What do you got?
Hearing that, she'll just basically go for somebody who doesn't want to cause harm. He has done a lot of harm already. Not taking any advice. And, why?
Yeah. Hard to say, really. Often when people take grievous missteps, they tend to turn more cautious, but
But he's not.
some people do not follow that pattern, so to say. But I'm sure that once he runs into a traumatizing enough event, he will become more cautious for sure.
Are you
Maybe this
telling
was
me?
it.
You're telling me almost being tortured to death and bled out is not traumatizing enough for this man?
Maybe,
Alright.
maybe this. Who knows? Really, really hard to say with people. They're all different individuals.
Why are you gay? Sorry.
I'm sure. I'm sure that once he understands that truly those actions were a risk to himself as much as everybody else here, and I'm sure he does now, he will have caution, if not fear, for the matter. And for
Oh.
that, he can gain wisdom.
Let's hope you're right. Or at least hoping that he won't just randomly wander off, stay behind, and get captured once again.
I advocate everyone to hold just caution and fear for what could be. For it is often that which helps make the most rational decisions.
I don't want to turn into just another corpse they use to fuel whatever they're doing. I don't think anyone here wants that.
Yeah.
And I guess you have to somewhat keep an eye on that light he keeps mentioning. That is inside of him. That cursed Metherian light he found.
Yes, that is at least something he is wary of.
First he wanted to keep it, now he wants to lose it. At least if Fane stabs him a few times with the dagger I gave him. But I don't think he will. No.
I'm sure that with proper caution, he will avoid making further mistakes. At least he's not been repeating the same one over and over again, but he seems to find a new conundrum every time. So I cannot promise you next time there is such opportune chance for a tragedy to occur. It won't be him again that takes the misstep, but at least he has the fear to avoid taking the same misstep again.
Well, I don't think Elsie's gonna risk her life a second time. Or at least I hope.
Who knows? I wouldn't, but I wouldn't have risked my life in the first place.
It doesn't. Let's get some rest before you once again throw ourselves.
At least this time we are very much aware that their position is fortified. We know what to expect, we know what to fear. We know that they will be aware.
Yes, the positions are all in all just worse than they were before.
May their night be filled with anxiety and fear as they rest.
Hear, hear.
Indeed.
All right.
So,
My armor is completely broken. Does anyone have mending?
We do. We'll be
Oh,
doing
you
it
want
when we
mending,
travel.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull Fane out of the water. I don't think he's there.
Yeah, that was a ghost.
Actually, here. There. Now he's in the water.
Talk
I
probably.
use get over here to pull him out like a fucking fishing rod.
Alrighty, guys. So, you're deciding to attack the fortified position, yes?
That would be the plan.
So be it. It'll take a couple of days of downtime for you to repair your armor. The crew will help to make any other preparations that you have. Go through a long rest, fully heal and recover yourselves. What's your exposure levels after the first long rest?
Mine is back to base, I believe.
Mine is also back to base.
Same. Now that I don't have the boots.
So be it.
Well,
Well,
I
does
know
it?
what Fane is.
I never checked. Does it linger
Does what linger?
after getting rid of the boots? Do I still have the exposure from the boots if I'm not?
Once you unattune to it, no, it doesn't.
Okay. So yeah, after the first long rest, I would be back
Alright,
down.
go ahead and get your armor repaired. Make sure, double check all of your resources. Because you guys are going into a shitstorm.
Speaking of resources, we are on board the ship. They have some form of potions. We have healing potions, but do they still have purging potions? Yeah.
How many did you get last time?
Let us double check. Notes. All of this stuff. I believe that I personally got one greater purging potion, 2 regular purging potions. How many did Mazekeen get?
I don't think we bought those. I think those were part of the potion cache we got.
Oh, they were. We didn't buy any. They were the
Yeah.
potion cache.
Yeah. Speaking of that, can I just spend my 50 gold to buy a healing potion?
Sure.
Yeah, we have not purchased any purging potions from the ghosts, but I don't know if they have any on board. So
Yeah, do they have any heroism or bless potion? Is bless potion a thing here? Or is that
Under potion of heroism.
They do not have any of that, no.
we didn't pick any
Having
of these up
said
either, right?
Elsie does have a potion of heroism, single one if you want it, Mies.
Yes.
No frighten. Very good.
10 times.
Also, I see. I was saved from my drowning. Very good.
so they don't have purging potions on board. That was the question.
No.
I still have 3 small purging.
I have one.
Alrighty. My exposure is raised to 0 by the long rest, so my apotheosis comes back up as well.
How many days does it take us to get there?
2 days.
2 days. We can have, Caspian do some shadowy stuff.
I can prepare 2 spells.
How many purging potion does Fane have?
I have 3 small purging potions.
Okay.
I've got one on me that you gave me.
Oh yeah, no, I did send that.
I had to wait 8 days, I think.
Do you want it back, Jarzu?
Sure. I might be needing it.
There you go. Would I be able to get my chainmail and Diamondback's Edge back from you, respectively, I mean?
Yeah.
Simon, yep.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously those are also repaired. Apart from that,
Yeah, we have mending to repair armor.
You have the
So that's
chainmail.
covered.
You gave the chainmail to me, right?
Yeah, I think it did. And I gave Diamondback such to Simon, I
Yeah.
believe.
I can fully repair that for you.
We appreciate
Okay.
it.
What spells should I store and who wants them?
I think Elsie should get a healing word or a mass healing word, personally. Rogue, low exposure. It is clutch to have an additional person with a lot of range and have the capacity to heal.
Mm-hmm. That could be one option. I can cast a mass healing word into her shadow. Yes.
Yeah.
Apart from
like-
that, we can have concentration spells. But I will if we have one concentration spell active, I cannot concentrate on another.
Is there anyone who doesn't use their bonus action much? I think it's just Weaver, right? Weaver, all you have really is Honor
Yeah.
Guard, which isn't much, and you got Fighting Spirit. We could give Weaver a spiritual weapon.
That's true.
Just if we're looking at like optimizing action economy.
I thought there was something I need my bonus action for. Oh yeah, that's the healing as well.
Fighting Spirit, yeah.
No,
Which is
not
good.
fighting spirit, like a potion healing.
I mean that's fair, but
it is also the spiritual weapon is
Yeah.
just 1 minute, so and it doesn't go away if you don't use it. It's still there.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no to it. It's just, is there anything else that you guys want before you think of that?
I mean, I have the ability to cast other spells, yes, but that's just if people would take them.
I'm like a Shade Merchant. I don't think there's anything that I would want from you. Da-da-do.
I mean, I don't know what spells you have
Uh,
could benefit me.
spells that could potentially be used that are actually usable are Bless, Cure Wounds, Guiding Bolt, Healing Word, Inflict Wounds, Spiritual Weapon, Shatter, Hold Person, I guess Silence technically, Enhance Ability, Fear,
Inflict wounds, though.
Fear, Spirit Guardians, what else? Mass Healing Word, Revivify.
Arcadum, the exposure gained from shadows is gained after they cast the spell, right? Or is it made as constant exposure on the person?
It's constant.
An amount equal to spell level?
Wait, hold on.
It doesn't say on the wiki, but
It would be after it casts a spell.
Right? That would be good.
um can it doesn't say anything about shadow stacking, right?
You can have as many as you want on one person, but they can all be dispelled by a single dispel magic, for example.
Ah, I remember now.
Big risk.
Big risk, potential big reward, but
Well, I think giving Mazekeen a healing word also would help.
I
Personally.
could just upcast though, since I don't gain the exposure. Can I upcast into shadows? I can't, right?
The sword is the spell you put in them, so presumably.
Confirming the you Arcadum, I can upcast, for example, if I upcast a healing word at the 3rd level, that's upcast into the shadow blessing.
Yeah.
Alright.
For Mazekeen's case, I would say give her a 1st level.
1st level, yeah, but for like somebody like Elsie, like a 3rd level, or mass healing word, either one.
Yeah, I think mass healing word is better value.
Alright.
I think spiritual weapon for Weaver is good. We could also give Weaver a healing word. Now that he doesn't have the shoes, his exposure is not very high. Like spiritual weapon healing word gets him to 6. which is still pretty safe.
To confirm, are we going there in 2 days? Yes.
2 days.
2 days. We have enough time. It's just, I can. The
I'll
Forerunner
take a
thing is once
purging
every
potion
hour.
then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You want to give Mazekeen like a healing word and inflict wounds?
Sure. I just need to look at actual. Let me see. Once every hour means like 8 about that. But yeah. It's just that they can be dispelled by one effect. Then I just need to. So I would prepare the spells for the day that is first day of travel that I'm going to give. So inflict wounds is the only one I need to prepare, and then I'll drop it on the second day of travel. That's fine.
I don't think Simon can afford.
No, I won't put the one on Simon. He's already got enough base exposure. So Shadow Blessing Elsie for the mass healing word.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I think it's looking like this so far. I typed that as Simon. Excuse me.
Type to the Simon. Don't be Simon. I mean, sure. Since the exposure generation won't be a problem with Forerunner if I wait long enough. Better be safe then.
300, 500,
Sorry.
600, 700. That's 800 gold pieces.
Yeah, I know. It's out of the pile, but
I'm just making sure it's logged.
I can actually do the math right now. Oh. I did a typo. Alright, these rations I need to pass over to somebody again.
Back to Elsie.
I'll take half them.
How much you got, Caspian?
I have 35 rations.
Oh, to Elsie. That should cover it.
Though yeah, I sent half of those. I had 69.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. I should look at prepping area effect spells if we're sieging, stuff like Entangle. I'll get rid of Heat Metal for that. Their fortifications aren't going to be inside like an actual covered fort, right? We don't know that.
You just don't know that.
We just don't know that. The Call Lightning is so cool.
Just open the window. It's fine.
There's no point in me prepping Summon Fae, because ideally we want Weaver to be very lonely.
Wait, doesn't Call Lightning summon the cloud, like, just above you?
Yeah, but if we're indoors, like, I feel like that's... Can you call lightning indoors, Arcadum? I assume not.
It's weaker indoors.
Oh, yeah, if you're outdoors in stormy conditions, it gains extra damage.
Yeah.
Neat.
I'm unpropping remove curse.
That's fine. Is there a way to learn Catapult, Simon? None of us have Catapult. Good luck. They don't have spells here.
Yeah, not here.
Patch.
So, that's Caspian's downtime, it looks like.
Yeah, casting spells.
Shadow Merchant Money Gang. We love casting spells.
Wow.
Using the book from the mines, Arcadum, is there any way for me to investigate Weaver's blood having the light of Mytheria in it. 2 days is not a lot of time.
It is insufficient time to make such distinction.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
Fair enough. Oh, there was an attempt.
No, that's fine. With... Oh, never mind. We're in anti-divination mist, so Frossus can't really divine the enemy position. Or Ament, rather.
Where is the Moisaya?
Somewhere nearby.
Somewhere nearby.
To be honest, he's probably just a wet patch at the back of Fane's head that he has just learned to suppress subconsciously.
Mm-hmm.
Is everyone done shopping?
There's not much shopping to do considering the amount of potions we looted off of there.
We drank a lot of those potions.
So, ready then?
But you mean...
May I ask a question really quick, just to see about
Sure.
any possible situations we may get ourselves in? Does the Glory Stone detect anyone nearby?
No.
Okay. Easy clap.
I do have a consideration, in case we need to run away. What if we got potions of water breathing?
We're going to be on land.
Yeah, but if we...
That was
well, I
pretty
guess
good, actually.
if we run to the coast, we have the ghost ship anyway, I guess, so it's redundant.
No,
Well,
I mean, it might
not
be good
necessarily.
to just have it on hand. Considering you drowned last time almost.
But I didn't.
That is a scary side to take. I think that water breathing might actually be useful because at the same time, there is a chance that if we do have to run away, that they're like, no, fuck your ship, and then absorb it.
Absorb ship. God damn it.
At the same time, who's to say that once we
Not
get
again.
close to the coast and they drop us off, the ship isn't just going to get absorbed?
Well, Arcadum, do they have boats? Or how much are they if they do?
We buy a boat from the ghosts.
So the problem is that they're ghost boats. They're bound to them.
No, I mean the potion of water breathing.
Oh,
Don't listen to radio. What the hell?
no.
Can we buy
No.
more?
What the hell?
I think they have some left. Let me check.
Oh, there goes Shamber.
God damn it.
They do not have any potions, unfortunately.
None at all. Oh, that brings throws that out of the question. Is he still in Foundry or did he completely gone?
I think he's gone.
Oh.
He's
No, he's still here.
Umbra.
Oh, he just crashed probably.
He's
Mm.
gone.
That is unfortunate.
We're on the open ocean. How did he crash?
God damn it. So anyone else got something to prep before we fucking what did you call it? Guerrilla warfare in? Once again?
Ook.
I disconnected again.
No, this time
You
you
sure
fully
didn't?
disconnected.
Yeah, I was dead.
Welcome back.
Well, during the downtime, Fane will pull out the letter and ask Process. I know it's difficult to divine anything about this area, but could you look into this letter that we found on the Mytherium?
Of course,
anything you
Fane.
can-
I'll take a quick look. Yay!
Yay!
Yippee.
All right. He will extend his tongue into the air. And then he will respond with, "Unfortunately, Fane, it seems to have a strange darkness amongst it. A powerful being made this thing. Whatever is going on, I think it has deep meaning. I see visions of a mountain, or mountains, a pass, a city beneath them. I see a great light purging darkness. And something else just beyond my sight. Danger! A great danger! No!
You mentioned a light. Mytharians?
I'm not sure.
Purging a... He'll fold the letter and put it away. And thank you, friend. It's more curiosity than actionable information at this point. Maybe once we're out of this mess, we can figure out more.
Frostus will also inform you that whomever sent this was incredibly dry.
Yeah, the great evil upon it. Yeah,
Bone dry, in fact,
yeah.
one might say.
Yes, yes.
As in dry
Yes.
as bones would be
Hint, hint.
after somebody is dead.
Wink, wink.
Bones, as in a skeleton, perhaps.
You know, I got a bone to pick with you.
I immediately attack Weaver.
I miss Cornelius.
God,
I love him.
I'm sure he's doing fine for himself.
Right.
all right.
I
Is
got
there
nothing
any
else.
gear we need to probably raid a fortress?
I don't think we have the capacity to take/grab siege equipment. So
I would like
Get
to build a
the
trebuchet
cannon.
in the next day.
You want to do what with my equipment? What?
we meant a cannon on
Okay,
Weaver.
What?
Can we shoot Weaver out of a cannon?
God, can we? Wait,
No,
can we call the clowns?
No.
Can we try
He's
and call
lone
the clowns?
soldier. His AC will be grand as soon as he's inside.
He's the only creature impacted by the effect. He'll pass
That's
the
true.
save.
If he still has Mytharius light in it, it will all go fine, right? They will see him as one of their own.
Yeah.
And then they will
Oh.
see the shoes and stab him anyways. Oh no, wait, you don't have them anymore.
In all seriousness, I still have a potion of Pass Without a Trace for... Even though we can't
Mytharian
exactly...
Inquisitor holding their necklace. What are those?
This is a more meta question because Siege still has a potion. Elsie rolls stealth for the party, but potion effects usually only impact the drinker. How does potion and Pass Without a Trace affect the stealth skill focus? Or does it?
It affects only the person who drinks it.
Okay. So her
So we
stealth
ga-
will be higher than ours.
Well, she rolls for our stealth, so she gets the benefit for it.
So we get-
it still affects all of us.
So we get the bonus once. Not all of us get it.
For one stealth check.
He rolls
Or-
for us, which is why I'm asking the question.
Okay, so does she get the enormous bonus that it gives off? Yes. Is that applicable to all of you? No, because she's
No.
doing a group stealth check, not a singular stealth check.
Mhm.
So if she rolls, for example, let's say a 30 on the group stealth, we would be on a 20. She would be on the 30.
So
What?
the idea behind it is that if you want the Pass Without Trace bonus to apply to the group stealth, then you have to cast it on the group.
Mhm.
It is an
Or everyone
insufficient.
needs.
It is a inefficient use of the spell to use group stealth and then drink the potion on just the person who's stealthing.
But the spell generates 12 exposure across the group.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, do your thing. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
It's more for the party as to why I'm not prepping it. That's a lot of
Yeah.
exposure.
It would make us easier to detect.
Yeah, inversely.
It won't help at all. Well, can anyone
we
think
had
of
an
any
elephant
mundane
man.
equipment that they might have that we need to get anywhere over walls in like tunnel or whatever? I
Elsie
don't
has a
know.
climber's kit. None of us have stone cutting prof.
Hold on, I gotta check something. Can't fucking remember
no.
this goddamn spell.
I have a battle axe,
He's
so we
checking.
can chop down a door. We need to break through one.
Knock, knock, open up the door. It's Thunderwave.
Oh, yeah, you have Thunderwave, right?
Yeah, I'm prepping it.
I'm plopping Shadow as well. If we need to get through something, you know.
God.
Really, like, one of the main determinant factors is where
So,
we start the fight. What's up?
So something here. Yeah. See, this is what I fucking thought. Pass without trace does not give exposure to your allies because it's cast onto you. It's a self range, so that means only you get the exposure for pass without trace because it's essentially an aura effect.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
that's infinitely better. Okay.
Yeah.
So she could drink the
Wait.
potion and...
No, I can cast it, is what he is saying.
Yeah. Casting it would be better because the potion.
Hey, buddy.
What the? Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm getting a phone call.
Alright, so you could cast it and we would all benefit.
Hey, buddy, I've got an idea for what spells you should play.
phone
1,
is
2, 3,
ringing.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
How many
9,
can you
10,
prepare?
6.
can
I can prep
prep,
10. I'm at 10 currently.
Are you... Wait, you can prep casting mod plus...
It's casting mod plus level.
Oh, you have
Yeah,
a plus 4?
Yeah. I can't hit plus 5 with elf until level 8.
Oh.
I'll put out my spell list in notes if you want to take a look. If you have suggestions for something for Pass Without a Trace, I would accept that. All of these are pretty good. Mage Armor is force prepped, it's not counted in the 10.
Do you... I mean, if you're taking... No, you're level... Wait, yeah. Do you have access to Stone Skin yet? Instead of
Stone
Mage Armor?
Skin? If I learned it, yeah. But Stone Skin
Oh,
is...
you don't have it right.
Yeah. Stone Skin would be good, but it's also concentration, I'm fairly sure.
What's the other one that gives you resistance? Is that Bark Skin or
Bark
whatever?
Skin.
Dark skin,
Yeah.
but it's worse.
Stone Skin is
Bark
4th level.
Skin only makes sure that your AC can't go below a certain threshold, I think.
I think it
You-
sets at a 16.
It
You
it
should
sets it.
keep... Okay, my opinion is you should keep Dispel Magic, Call Lightning.
I'm
You should also keep Shield, Healing Word, Thunder Wave, maybe Chromatic Orb. You can think about between like Command, Entangle, and like Blindness Deafness if you want to get rid of one of those.
I mean, think about last fight. What didn't work and what did? What you didn't
Everything I did worked. That was wonderful.
use. Nice.
Really
okay.
though, it's probably Command. Go ahead.
Command, most likely.
The brazier we disabled. What effects did that give?
It was immunity to fear for that brazier and
And temp
10
HP,
HP.
right?
temp HP.
So we can still... you have... I mean, you have Fear ready.
Yes.
What do we have that can hit prone targets? Because I've been starting
Me.
to look at stats and whatnot. Yeah, you and I. But I've been looking at stats, and I should really be shoving people prone a lot more often.
Yeah.
Because I have a +7 to athletics.
If I
And a
have
lot of them-
spiritual weapon up, it can gang up with you on a prone target.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is that... Well, does spiritual weapon count as an ally, or is that a...
No, it
Spiritual weapon
an
is not
ally.
a creature, so no, it does not count as an ally.
So I would still get lone soldier. We could, the three of us, me and 2 spiritual weapons, just beat the shit out of someone JoJo
Just-
style.
Yeah, just give everyone a spiritual weapon, and we all gonna just summon them around the
Actually, everyone has spiritual weapon up, right? And I just start shoving people prone, and they just
And
go and
as
just
soon
start
as they're
hammering
prone, a
shit
bunch
out
of
them.
magical weapons show up and just club them to death.
Didn't know Weaver was going ancestral
New
guardian.
York.
That's crazy.
Oh god.
Also, I can shoot prone people with no disadvantage and deal extra damage.
Perfect. Yeah, I think that's a good tactic to keep in mind.
Yeah, but I was just looking at the stat blocks that they have from the documents, and not a lot of them have good strength or acrobatics from what we've seen. Like,
Yeah,
a few of them have good dexterity, but
it's a good tactic to keep in mind because it could also work, and I could help you with something as well. Though I would make you lose your bonus.
I could give you honor guard, so I'd lose my bonus, but you would get a benefit.
We'll have to see terrain to determine stuff like that.
That's
Relevant question for the tactic, though. How does cleave and shove/prone checks work? You obviously can't cleave them, right?
I just cross body off the top rope.
Yeah, like you can't do some
you
like
cannot-
WWE shit.
You cannot cleave shove.
Aw.
Yeah, no, that's a WWE thing, not a real life thing.
I'm the Thunder Wave!
Welcome to the Thunderdome, brother.
Well, I have potions. I have a purging potion to take when I pass without a trace for us.
I mean, unless you have like one of the masteries that let you shove when you attack, then you could do it, I guess. But
Mole
That's
probably could, right? Because Mole setup has something like that, and
Yeah.
Brittle Brawling.
yeah,
Solitary sword is cringe. Obtain Mole.
I would like to retrain my weapon a third time this campaign.
Please don't.
No, but just considering that, like, there's a bunch of tactics that we haven't been really considering. Just like on top of that, when it comes down to if we start to outnumber them, we can start doing grapples and prones and stuff like that just to make our job easier. Because then we can actually start moving in and whatnot.
Once I start playing Splatoon, trust me, I got you.
Also, Mazekeen, you're now Marshal, right?
Yes.
Well, she's proficiency and checks.
Okay.
I can marshal like a martial character. So you're not
what
the only one.
What exactly did you get from your benefits again?
Proficiency.
That's it?
And I can marshal like you, yes.
And alternating between spell schools makes exposure one less.
Yeah. And if I marshal something with an action, I can still steal it if I can apply it.
Yeah. But it fades after combat, so Rip Interior is good.
Yes.
Okay.
And later I can steal something and give it to somebody else as well, and I can keep it indefinitely.
So,
but that is way later.
I just realized what we could do is I could shove someone, right? Or shove someone prone. You come over there and I move over to the other target that you were just at, and then I could shove them prone. And we just keep bouncing back and forth.
That depends heavily on the turn order.
Absolutely, but it's just like, it's a possibility.
It is.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, can I...
He's got me dead.
Can I use a sling to throw my Alchemist Fire?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey.
However, it doesn't change the splash effect. What it does is it increases the range in which you can throw it.
That's good.
That's what I wanted, yeah.
What did you get?
A sling.
Sling.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to make a potato cannon.
Okay, I think we got everything, right?
Okay,
I
Cuban.
think so, yeah. What?
Yeah.
What?
What? What the fuck did you just say?
Pagano, cabrón, huh?
Cabron, pendejo.
Dime me.
Alright.
Oi, how's she cutting?
How's she cutting? Stop acting the maggot Arcadum. Let's get on with it.
I'm gonna fucking wet you. I'm gonna wet you, mate.
Listen to all these nerds here.
Don't you fucking make me. I will. I'll fucking come at you hard, Cyber. It's been a while.
Please don't
God,
say
no.
things like that with your mouth full. That's going to get clipped.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Man
I'm
Dum's
sorry.
going well.
I will also reference your German language in a fastidious manner. Ahaha. There.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was way better.
That does sound like the English
can't take-
translation of German humor.
That's true.
On a slight tangent, what's the German for mobile again?
Mobile phone?
Handy.
That's not German. What the
That
fuck?
is German.
That was not.
It is. That's the one for the German I know.
Yeah. That's handy. We learned that at school.
French.
Telephone.
A handy.
Let's go die, okay?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's just fucking die already, alright?
let's get it.
Okay, how about we be a little...
No.
Okay.
I have faith. I have faith.
I have faith. Me too.
Faith in death.
I need Dispel Magic. Do I drop Call Lightning, though? Oh!
Don't just get rid of blindness, deafness.
No, I've already... I have the spell I wanted. Now I'm thinking about getting the boys. But the boys won't help because of Weaver. So, never mind, the boys
I mean,
will stay
they
away.
could help.
They don't have to target the same person as me. We know there's going to be more targets.
Yeah, but we shouldn't split too much.
No, they don't get through Anointed, actually. They're not yet strong enough. I will get to an oratory and kit them out with great weapons.
I mean, at the same time,
I've seen
we
them hit
don't
40
need
consistently.
Moisty Boy and Slappy Hands. We can just bring back William and Billiam so it's a lower level spell slot for you. That way it's less strenuous on your spell slots.
It's more for concentration.
Truth.
Yeah, I mean,
Bruce,
if you're
mate.
gonna blame them, I guess go on.
Yeah, let's just...
there.
Were
Esh,
there any
get
magic
it.
users in the last fight? That we fought?
Yes, Sainted Stigmata, the fucking phalanx. Hey! One of the Mytherian fucking prestige classes is a bleed cleric. That's very thematic to what we were talking about.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my two neurons finished doing the inactive TV cycle of the symbol bouncing around and they hit each other.
My god.
Yo, that's crazy.
The DVD thing hit the corner.
He's screensaver.
So we're ready, right?
Screensaver hits the corner
Yes.
finally.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
We're fine. We're ready.
All right, I'll load it up. Here we go.
Yippee! Oh, is
Yes, let's see
Yes,
how
hello?
fucked we are.
I thought I DC'd again because everybody just paused.
Yes. So you have the spell, right? I want to double check with you. You
I
the spell.
have passed without a trace. Prep. Yes.
yeah, I need to. Where can I find the potions again? It's in the compendium, right?
Potion
Or-
seller.
Oh, it's in the items tab. Thank you for helping me.
What are you looking for there?
A hug.
It does make sense.
Same.
I'm tired. I'm tired of all this. I just want to feel wanted. How do I
You were
add
wanted by the
spells?
Mytherians. What do you mean?
Maybe I'll go back to them.
The
Maybe they'll give me
spells,
a hug
I mean,
after, before they
just-
kill me.
just make a note of it. Like,
Yeah, just keep a note.
I'll put it in my journal.
Yeah.
Journal entries.
it uses Caspian's modifier, so it's a +10 to hit. Is that right?
I believe it is a +10 to hit.
My god. Oh, yeah, Song of War. I see.
Does weapon have an A in it, or is it just E?
You're in the
What-
military.
What? Yes.
WEAPON.
You fucking marine. Yes. If
Crayon has a Y in it.
It's WEAPON.
Thank you. I just wasn't sure if it was one of those weird color OU or O from if you
Radio.
spell it wrong.
Radio, just go. Just fucking write it down.
All right.
There's no recovering from asking me if A is in fucking weapon. Sweet Jesus. Anyway.
Take the L, don't put it into weapon, and just go.
It was a genuine fucking question. I didn't know. I always get it mixed up. Goddamn.
It's okay. So
Keep your shame and Google it next
I
time.
still think you're great.
No, you.
What shame and Google it.
That's
Before
what
this
I
gets
do.
any more gayer, can we get to the slaughter?
Gayer?
Man.
The slaughter is already happening. What do you
Gays?
mean?
Oh man, this is
This is
I'm
exactly
getting
what you wanted when you
empowered
got out of bed today, isn't it?
Can we
And we could've
ritually
just, like,
sacrifice
getting-
Weaver?
Again?
Can we exsanguinate him onto the red thread?
What's funny is I asked that question a minute after having to text somebody about weapon systems.
okay.
Oh my god.
At this point, everyone will shut up.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh jeez. Let's get this party fucking started. With a brand new beat. Beep.
Obviously, as we are getting closer, I'll pass without a trace and all that goodness. Do the casting.
All right. Roll me a stealth check.
Let's get a +10, Elsie.
Get the +10. I'll mark off the slot. Bing, bang, boom.
Let's roll it.
Don't be one of these. It is not one of these.
It's also group, so isn't it
1
like
and a
+5?
10.
It's +5, so 20, 34.
Let's go.
All right.
But
Hey, it's pretty good.
After 2 days at sea, the party starts to make their way under the cover of night towards the heavily fortified Metherian position. Here, in a small cove, they have built a fortress with a great bridge connecting the two pieces. On the northern side, there is a small tower, at the top of which burns a bright brazier. It burns so brightly that even under the cover of night, in the fog, and indeed in the now falling rain, it can still be seen, piercing like a miniature sun. The ship of the Lazy Susan stops in the bay, and you are sent out in a longboat to investigate the cove. After carefully examining the entry points that you have, and holding on to the shadows and hoping for the best, you slip in through the fog and the rain, and you make landing at Fort Grace.
Mikael.
Alright, here we go.
We find Lope beans.
No, you do not.
Damn. No beans?
No laughing, no smiling.
No mames.
No,
No,
guys.
it's the watchful. That's why he's not laughing or smiling. What do you mean?
You might be. We just don't know.
So only watching?
What's the bet, by the way? The reason they're never seen with their helmet off is that they just keep body walking into different bodies. And the armor is to signify the soul with them.
They're
Crazy.
animals.
Maybe they're just all ugly. Who knows?
What if we cast Dispel Magic on him? Does he just die?
If we roll a natural 20, maybe. I assume he is warded against such things, however.
That would be too easy. Yeah.
Okay. Let me know when you're loaded.
I know.
Right there.
Yo.
It's
Man,
so fucking smoky.
So foggy, so
Um,
smoky.
I'm zooming in.
Oh.
I'm loaded.
well done.
Be very quickly, baby.
Couldn't have taken a piss while we were on the boat, could he?
I'm also going to
Nope.
take a piss.
The fuck?
And so everyone pissed.
More piss RP. Someone call JJ.
Piss
Oh, God.
off,
As we
Pete.
nearly joined the live stream.
I wonder if his kids are dead
We
by
won't
now.
be joining the live stream.
Piss up.
I aim it behind me like a cross. Like, I'll shut up now.
God.
Silence, wench.
Silence. Oh, this already looks so inviting.
Oh, yes. Look at the
Any-
weather.
Any pissers?
Yeah, radio.
Nice.
It's like you really rallied them all to go.
I'm empty.
We're gonna have to fight on a bridge.
Oh no.
Can't wait for Radio to drown in his armor. And his
God.
weapon.
Thank God nobody said yippee.
Thank God.
Why was
You
I
said it-
watching
Yeah,
another
that's my
game
last-
and you said it?
I was
it
about to
ages and
say-
ages?
You did it without any pressure or bet behind it on your own.
He did. I can. Where's the word?
I'm sure there's clips of it.
It is
Yippee
legendary.
on company time. Crazy.
Damn you.
On company time. That's what.
Yippee.
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 That's what I'm gonna say when we were fast off the bridge. Yippee.
Yippee. Who don't need leather? What the moon does that mean?
Oh,
Ah, yes.
I love Munda.
Oh, gallo nipple pinchy.
Cabron. As soon as he gets back, I'ma hit him.
I'm back.
Well, look who's
I'm sorry, I had to
finally-
wash my hands because I'm not a heathen.
Okay, fine.
Can you spell hands?
No!
Got him.
Well, he can spell them, you can catch them.
Oh.
I almost spelled up like I had something to prove there. What the fuck?
Now
What have you
in
guys
my
done to me?
sea of lonely.
Alright. What's going on here?
Time to snuff out the pale light.
Everybody here?
Yes, sir. Is Colossus here?
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we drown Weaver without breaking stealth?
You know what? Fuck you. Let me be myself. Mwah.
We
Nara.
talked about it when you were gone.
Alrighty. We're here. We're
Alright.
ready.
Here we go. 1, nothing wrong with me. 2, nothing wrong with me.
me.
Everything is wrong with me. Oh my god, I'm so sad. No, please, I'm so sad. I keep being sad.
Also, Shamber, sorry, that was a little too aggressive. My apologies.
You're all good. Just talking about drowning you. What are you apologizing to me?
Okay.
Damn it, this demon knows how to swim too. I can't drown him.
I mean, you can drown someone that doesn't know how to swim.
It's a reference to just... Alright, here we go. Alrighty, so
Here we go.
as the party approaches, you can see that there are torches burning, resistant to the rain falling. They are flickering, however. They might go out, they might not. They are covered, so there's a chance they won't. Up ahead, you can see that the outline of stone steps going up the side of this cliff structure can be seen. Other than that, and the brazier of light burning in the distance, you can see little else. What do you do?
How deep down is it on the edge?
What do you mean?
This edge.
This edge?
What if we want
Oh.
to jump off?
The cliff. So the cliff, at its height, is
Like
20
here.
20 feet up.
20 feet up.
And
Okay.
where you're standing at elevation, and this is like 5 feet down into the water.
Okay.
Okay.
The nature of this torch, it is not similar to the ones that were set up as a method of detection previously, is it?
Man, I did not understand any of that. It said something about the
help
method
me.
of detection.
I
Yes.
can translate if you want. Or go ahead, Jarzu.
How do
Well,
you not understand?
these torches that are here,
Mhm.
are they similar to the ones that were at a previous encounter? Or are they just regular old torches?
They're regular torches.
Okay.
Doing perception for the sounds of footfalls or like muffled
Blink,
voices, assuming the rain. Kind of.
Does anyone have thaumaturgy or druidcraft where they can just snuff out the torches?
Yes.
I have Druidcraft, but that generates exposure.
Perception check if you'd like.
Yeah. Trained or basic?
This is basic.
What do my elf eyes see?
Well, your ears will hear
Damn.
this. Will hear the sound. Also, that's a private roll, Simon. Your ears will hear in the distance the sound of metal boots on stone. This place is actively patrolled.
We could snuff out a torch. Wait for somebody to come and check it. And then pull them down.
We slit their throat and throw them over the edge.
I could throw mud at the torches with my sling.
Or we could just toss it into the water.
Is it not wiser to wait and see if we can see the patrols before making any of these plans? Whether they're walking in twos, perhaps?
It would be helpful to know their numbers before attempting anything.
Elsie, would you be able to climb up the side over here? See if you can get a look out.
Just confirm that is 25 feet up as well, right? Like it's something that's scalable?
Yeah.
Alright. Tell me whenever the clanking of boots goes distant. I'll get right up and... Oh, token collision.
Well,
There.
let us hide a bit. Not stand in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, get close.
Alright.
Once I get Fane's signal, I will use the grappling hook portion to sort of try to get a little bit of leeway so I can at least pull myself up the peak.
They're using the grappling hook.
Yeah.
Okay.
When Fane tells her that the boots have sounded like they've left.
Or that they're distant, at least.
I should remind you that using a grappling hook is not quiet.
Loud. Yeah. It's loud.
Okay.
Metal on, like, shale, or whatever the roof is made of. What?
Monkey noise?
What are you monkeying?
Spider climb!
Right. Genius. You actually remember.
I have my moments. Flips hair. I have my moments. I'll go to bed.
I
tried to get the actual writing for spider climb, and I started typing sticky wand instead.
Yes.
So,
Sticky wand can cast spider climb.
Don't worry about exposure. I can handle it.
It won't generate. Oh well, sticky one's cast will generate exposure. Yeah. Yeah, we need a sticky one out here so he can be the best wizard on Corvinus and cast spider climb.
Wait,
So be it.
you have to cast a spell to bring him out, don't you?
I wouldn't generate the exposure anyway.
I mean, you should still be here. You never summoned him, did you?
No, never did I actually. He's just not been on maps because he is,
I am here.
Yeah, because he's that.
I am the most powerful wizard in all of Corvinus. And
Yes.
I grant upon you, blonded bimbo harlot, the power of my kin to climb walls. I presume to elicit yourself to noblemen's houses which are built on higher planes. Are you prepared to receive my incantation?
Elsie doesn't understand any of this, right?
Yes, of course. She just sees a little spider going.
God, no.
Yeah.
Elsie,
Man.
Nod.
Sticky one. I think she's like yeah.
Very well.
We can understand him if he speaks Sylvan.
Sabuga come winds of the Caspian Sea. Matilositis and max laryngitis lavuljatum. Now, sticky.
He's straight spitting.
You have been blessed by the power of my feathery kind. I shall now return to his fragrant hair until I am needed again.
It's not fucking glazed! I will take the exposure off of Elsie. And reduce it by 1.
Hold on, I need a minute.
You just got fucking glazed, dude! Yep.
You
That
heard it
was-
here first, folks. Caspian's hair is fragrant. That's right.
It's because it's a toupee that you perfume. What do you mean? Obviously it's fragrant.
Fragrant from man, though? We don't know.
Arcadum, you
Use
broke me!
Alright, I think I'm okay now. Hold on.
I'm gonna mute.
How else would you get that sheen if not from Bantine? Not sponsored, sadly. I'll look at the disturbingly charming spider that disappeared on Caspian's head and just... Right. See if I can remember how to do this. And I'll just crouch low to the wall and then just waddle up. Crouch waddle.
You Spider Woman.
It doesn't let me move up because it's a token collision error.
Alright, fine. Jesus Christ, here.
Oh, there's a wall there.
Yes.
Da-da-da-da-da-dun. 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 Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-dun. Perception check.
Yep, just put that. Oof.
Wow. We could use an inspiration on that if we want.
We could.
We have 3 of them.
Yeah.
Elsie's Heroics, the book, and the recap.
I don't know if that's... Is that needed right now, though?
So she
It would
doesn't
be nice to
bumble
know.
into a patrol? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Alright.
What are we gonna use?
She is really fucking well hidden.
That's
True.
Yeah, but if she leaves and comes back with no information, it doesn't do anything.
Help.
I mean, probably would be aware of like the metal cling, considering the Fane did point it out. Not realize that that would be Mefarian.
I mean, just
That's a-
use an inspiration, I guess. I mean, you can use mine if you want.
That's fair. I'll use my inspiration. Inspiration only grants a single reroll, right? Doesn't apply to
Correct.
advantage.
Inspiration is
Okay.
just another roll.
Okay.
I
Perception
have faith
normal.
in you.
Oh,
Well, never
let's
mind.
jinx it.
You rolled a 5, a 4, and a 3, so you have descended. Tragic.
Oh,
He's got web in her eye.
Okay,
oh.
what would you like to do?
Just as you said that, I saw the gift that Radio sent me at the end. What the fuck?
What would you like to do?
I'd like to erase my memory so I never saw that gift in the first place, firstly. I will, okay. I will take a step back out of the light, and will sort of gesture to them, and just, knowing that Fane has dark vision, he could at least see me, I'll just make a vague mouthing motion of like clear as I hopefully look at him in the face. He's dark vision, I don't.
I mean, you can see my eyes if I'm looking directly at you. They're a little bright.
Oh, true, I'm
Oh.
stupid.
They will
Oh,
flick. to the port. So you're mouthing safe? You're clear?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Fane will indicate to the others. We won't be able to go this way. We have the way through. That might not be seen. I mean, walk into direct light of the other side.
I mean, can we get up here?
I'm zooming in.
Now
Here.
that you're up here, you can just attach the hook without actually throwing it, making the metal clang.
You could also just let hang a rope down.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just set up a rope.
As Elsie turns to do that, she sees something at the edge of the light.
Oh.
This creature appears just at the edge of the light.
Oh god.
Oh.
Yeah. We call those an stinky.
Yeah.
Hell.
He's just solo patrolling, I see.
Out of curiosity, did that make clanking as they moved?
That one did not.
Shit.
Weaver's gonna look up at Elsie as Elsie's kind of just like standing there, just like, oh fuck.
I'm actively doing this. It's just because of the pull token thing, collision. I can't actually move it to closer. Bingo. Thank you. I'll look for a secure point. Gently and quietly attach the grappling hook so you can pull yourselves up. Again, there's collision, so
I'll move everybody.
Mm.
Now
I'll
what?
tap Fane on the shoulder as he says that. There's a quiet one. Looked very dangerous. Very stealthy. I didn't recognize him until he was nearly on me.
Fane will
Keep an
nod.
eye out.
What's the time between patrols?
I didn't get a clear enough view of that.
Are we able to perception again?
Yeah, everybody can roll perception up there.
Can I use scent, or is the rain too strong?
Rain's too strong for scent.
Just performance, not perception.
Mazekeen rolled performance. She's pretending to look. She's miming really
She's
well.
a good actor.
You caught me.
Oh, just fucking -3.
15 total.
Okay. With all of that in the distance, you see that there is someone approaching, or rather, you see the light of their torch first. And you see this character.
Huddle back to get out of obvious light. But walls are here, so I can't move.
Yeah.
And she will look like this.
Are we able to examine her capabilities? Arcana,
Sure.
Marshall. Is she Arcana-able?
Yes. Fane. No, you already made it, so you don't need advantage.
So I can just do one.
All right, so let's go ahead and roll through these. We'll start with you, Fane. Fane, you recognize that she bears a brand on her neck and a collar, indicating that she is a branded elf. In addition to that, your Arcana check reveals... what do you want to know?
Branded elf collar indicates spellcaster. Tier of spells she's capable of casting up to.
She is a 4th level spellcaster.
So up to 4th level spells.
Yep.
Am I able to get a list of spells from the first check, or is it just...
You have to do that by spell level.
Yep, that's fine.
Next down is Weaver, which is a martial check, which failed. Mazekeen is a martial check, 17, which passes. What do you want to know?
Abilities?
Very well. Her abilities are as follows.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, whoops. I didn't turn the template off. Ignore that.
You said she's branded, right?
Yeah.
I guess NPCs don't follow the same restrictions. Fucking mist elf.
Okay, and she has Falling Rain, Swirling Mist, Misted Haven, and Serpent of the Mist.
That's weird.
You can identify one.
Yeah, but which one?
It's your check.
I fucking know.
Pick one. Yes, so we need all of them, you know?
Give me the second one.
Second of the fancy ones, or the second of the ones he put in the chat?
But the last three. He said at the end. The missed ones.
Your choices are Falling Rain, Swirling Mist, Misted Haven, Serpent of the Mist. Which one of those?
Serpent.
As an action, this creature can manipulate the mist created by their rain. This mist may either attack an enemy or soothe an ally. This serpent can affect only enemies or allies within the range of their rain. Attacks made by the serpent use their melee attack statistics and deal 1d6 cold damage per point of exposure they possess. If used on an ally, it heals them for 1d4 points per point of exposure.
That's the same as the base, right?
Yeah.
I did not hear any different. I'll get that on our document.
Elsie, what would you like to know?
I can only do equipment, unfortunately, so...
You can also do HP and AC.
Let's get HP out of the way.
This creature has 150 maximum hit points.
Okay. That's kind of terrifying.
Okay.
Could just ambush her.
We could.
We could.
I don't think it's a good idea. We don't have enough info yet.
Next up, we have... Simon. What would you like to know?
Can we do equipment?
Sure thing. See here. The Shield Bishop has the following. As a Masterwork Morningstar, Masterwork Tower Shield, Masterwork Breastplate, and 4 potions.
Okay, let's do the breastplate.
Masterwork Breastplate has the Silvered and Hallowed conditions, or properties.
Do you know what Hallowed does with armor? That's like a step above Anointed.
Yes. What it specifically does is... Oh, you guys know what Silvered does, right?
Yeah, we have silvered stuff.
Okay. Hallowed is the higher form of Anointed. It has many different effects for the defensive qualities of an armor or shield. Hallowed is more resistant to the lesser forms of the other alignments, so like Profane and stuff do not bypass its defenses, as well as it grants additional AR equal to its tier versus evil sources.
For Caspian and Mazekeen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this isn't perspective evil, it's like flat evil, right? It's not a... Was it Zealotus?
This is...
It's like this.
It's not Zealotus.
Yeah.
This is actual alignment.
And what tier of item is this?
It is a tier 5, I'm pretty sure, but I didn't do. Let's see. It is tier 6.
6. So 6 additional AOR versus evil sources. He breaks all the rules. I don't like her.
Alrighty. As the martial checks have passed, she will turn and...
Was mine not a success with a 26?
Oh, sorry, I didn't see yours there, yeah.
We can get one more piece of equipment or AC.
I think equipment's more relevant than AC.
Yeah. I do
Didn't
agree with that.
Didn't we just get equipment?
We got
Yeah,
one
but-
piece.
We don't know the masterwork properties of the Morning Star or the Tower Shield.
I see.
And
We
it
can
needs
get-
Arcana checks to get the potions.
Yeah. We can get either Morningstar Tower Shield. Which sounds more suitable to you guys?
Tower Shield, because if we're going to snap an ambush, we need all of her defensive effects that we can identify.
Yeah, okay. Tower Shield then.
Tower Shield, it has the same as its armor.
My god.
Silvered, hallowed. So that is also tier 6?
Yes.
Fuck. So 12 additional versus evil sources. That's stinky.
On top of what it already has.
On top of its base.
What's base?
High's a light.
What is base? Let me... Math.
Frog. The base is it's stinky.
I mean, that would be really... helpful to figure out.
7 base. Breastplate and terror shield.
That's 7 base, okay. 19 then. Ugh.
I don't think any of us are. Don't think we're going to jump her.
Alright, so you will turn and walk out of sight. What do you guys
Fane
do
will
next?
Fane will turn quickly. That person has capabilities that they shouldn't. By all accounts. They're branded and collared. Be extra careful. He'll look at Fane and Caspian. Fane and Caspian? Maze and Caspian. Just be extra careful of them. We should continue and keep gaining information. Look at Elsie. See if she can make a... Sorry, go ahead.
Fane, I'd be a little bit blind here. What looks like the best direction? I mean, point out the directions that I could go.
Yeah. For now, getting to ground level again is best. Just beyond Caspian. We can drop down, we can use the buildings as cover.
If we could find a way around without crossing the bridge, it would be optimal. Making ambush here would be too far from the bridge here.
Fane will nod.
Elsie would know as well. And, we'll descend to ground level. Here. Token collision.
Oh, sorry. Just you or everybody?
Just me for now. And then if I think it's clear enough, I'll get everyone else down.
You have dark vision?
I do not.
You don't see anything then?
Do I hear anything?
Perception. Nope.
14?
You don't hear anything.
Well, I'll
I'll
join her.
stealth walk up the walls again and just say, don't see anything.
Pull up the rope on the other side, and let's go down.
Alright, you pull up the rope.
Pull up.
Mhm.
Yep.
Let's not leave tracks.
Smart.
Join Elsie. Am I able to work with Elsie with dark vision to aid her
You can roll.
in guiding us? Yeah. Perception?
Yep.
Basic or advanced?
This is advanced.
Nodders.
Would the party like to depart down and move along?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. About this point, you can see that there is a curve in the street here. Can you guys like move here yourselves? Can you move up through this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
Dog pile.
Oh.
No offense, space.
Unbelievable.
Alright, it is at this point that in the distance you see this scene. It seems that these Betharians are conversing amongst themselves.
We're close enough to eavesdrop.
Perception. Advanced.
No.
9.
All you overhear is some light murmuring, followed by the sound of chanting, as Shield Bishop raises her hand and puts it in front of her, and then makes a back and forth motion. And in her hand, you can see that there is floating a small censer with a small bit of smoke. The two Myrmidons bow their heads and receive her blessing.
Fane will continue to observe, hold a hand up for the party to indicate to back off if any of them start moving this way.
The Myrmidons nod. They continue to march to the north, out of sight.
Mhm.
As the Shield Bishop goes in this direction, eventually disappears from sight.
Is there anyone behind us? If I look up the street.
No one's behind you.
So, are we gonna follow her or them?
As Caspian said, if we can find a way around without taking the bridge, that would be ideal. And there's none on our side. So our hope is further east.
Do we
Bridge is
follow
on the
her?
other side of the bridge. We see it.
Say again, Weaver?
The brazier, we see it on the other side of the bridge.
We see its light, yes.
Okay. You want to move further east to see if there's another way around the...
Yeah,
I understand.
better vantage point. Anyway, Elsie, shall we continue?
Get myself in.
Continue heading east.
Videos.
God, it is so hard to see on this map.
That's the intention. Tee.
But yeah, I have dark vision.
Yes, but your dark vision doesn't let you see through opaque fog.
Yeah, well,
Stop there.
no.
Perception checks. Yeah, well,
Perception.
no.
No.
Yeah, perception.
But-
We must have missed that one.
Basic or advanced?
Advanced.
25.
All right, up ahead you can see some torchlights of yet another stairwell. You can also see that there are further bleeding light up ahead. And as you're about to cross the little crossroad right here,
Mhm.
you will see torchlight coming from around the corner.
Hand up and wave backwards to the group. Head back to that building we were behind prior. God, so many walls!
Caspian will turn to Elsie and indicate on top of this building.
He's pointing up.
Well, I can't
All
see
right.
that, but
They'll stand next to you and tap on your shoulder and whisper, if we could scale the building, we would avoid detection better.
Hmm. We need to do it fast. She might come back here anymore.
Yes,
I'll
we have the means.
speed. I'll speed skitter up the building.
Hey, which building?
Like a proper spider.
Yep, this one.
Hey. You drop a rope?
Does it look like there's anything I could anchor it to, or do I have to just, hold on?
You could tie it down.
Yeah, I'll do so then.
Okay, drop a rope. As you drop that rope, light returns at the edges once more.
Right,
What do you do?
Yeah.
going up.
Athletics check to climb.
Already
Could I
climb.
assist?
You're Your DC
Can I
is
help
5.
with-
This
Oh, no.
is 5.
Can I help them up the rope?
Yeah.
I have a +7 to athletics, so I'm going to start helping people up.
Okay.
Okay, so roll athletics, and DC is 5. You're good? Go up.
Ooh. There's a while, but that's fine.
I'll move you.
Yeah.
I will attempt athletics next.
Okay.
Oh my
Alright.
god, I passed.
Get Weaver's checks then.
I'm stuck. I can't access Weaver. Okay.
It's fine.
I'll pull the rope up after the last
You
one's
can't
climbed.
fail anyway.
He literally cannot fail.
Pull the rope up.
Pull the rope. You pull the rope up at the last moment, just as the shield bishop comes around the corner.
Right. Now we get a small window until she's back.
Yes. Move.
I had stated in the chat that I was counting to myself. How long did it take for her to make that full route?
About a minute,
1 minute.
maybe 2.
I'll relay that to them.
With the prayer?
Not counting the prayer, but he was able to observe that.
Right.
Her blood angers me.
We need to move fast
very
before
good.
she comes back, so keep moving.
Uh,
People down.
Perception
I'll
check.
just-
Can I perception? Make sure we're not missing roll.
Yeah. Go.
No.
Well, I'm gonna go down then.
So, do you want to go down, or do you want to hop over?
That's a good question.
How large is the gap?
It's 5 feet.
I can give the help
Oh, we can
action to
make
make
that.
sure that you guys can hop over.
What's a DC on that?
DC 5.
Okay.
Weaver, you're not doing that quietly in heavy armor.
I'm not the one that's going to be crossing. I can just assist.
Well, we are not staying here. We all cross
Oh.
we're done.
We
Elsie
just
could
need
just jump
somebody to
across.
get across. Yes.
Elsie can jump across and then pull you guys over with the rope.
An idea. I'll take a quick peer out, see if there's anything, and then. Oh, it's open collision.
Acrobatic.
Climactic.
Hold on, let me do something here. See if I can solve this problem.
Yeah, if you wide target, you can make it block light, but not players.
Wondering if I could invisible wall.
It's token collision is the one that you want to disable. So if it's player collision, you disable that, but you can still keep the light and the sight.
And where
From
do I change that?
It would be you double click on the wall itself after all of them are selected, and then it'll give you the drop downs for everything. And it can say like opaque or like full or stuff like that, or translucent and stuff like that.
Give me just a second. Let me see if I can. Alright, I selected all of them. Now what?
Double click on one of the walls.
Okay.
And then it should give you the options menu. You want to make it so that all the walls can light doesn't pass through like it has
no
been.
movement restriction. There you go.
Correct. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
There you go. Now try moving around.
There we go.
And let me do that to everything. Let me fix this.
Uh,
Did not realize I could do that. That is very good. Okay, now you guys can do your thing.
acrobatics check to get over it.
Yep. DC 5.
Okay.
And I'll assist to try and soften their landing if they need it.
Weaver kind of just looks at Caspian.
He looks back.
You clear some space. Give us some room.
Acrobatics or athletics? DC 5. Let's go, cleric boy.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go athletics. Let's go. Ooh.
Nice.
Weaver's just gonna kind of stand there and look at his armor for a moment.
Maybe a rope.
I mean, if he just takes the landing, he won't make that much noise. It's fine.
Mhm.
I'm not sure that's how physics works.
You don't know what physics are.
Isn't that a form of apostasy?
Anyway, jump or not. Let's go.
Does anyone have a way that I can get across quietly?
Perception up here, by the way.
Yeah.
Advance.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Then?
Fane.
Mm-hmm.
You see these creatures ascending the steps.
Oh!
I need Simon to move.
I will.
No, I have a hand.
No. I will
Reaching.
walk up and not smack. I will grab Simon's hand and lower it. And wait.
I think everyone's still in range to self.
Yeah, that we are.
Gesture for Weaver to hide.
Yeah, I'll hold the other hand up for Weaver to back up a tiny bit. Sort of push back. And
Weaver
then
will
crouch
get low to
and
the.
wait.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Weaver is gonna also get low, and just not move a muscle.
You're just sliding.
Okay.
That won't
They're
let us
gone.
move.
Weaver's gonna stand up and quickly look over in this direction. Where's the torch?
Right here.
Right there. Weaver's gonna stay low for a second,
same.
and he's gonna gesture for you guys to step back
Mhm.
instead.
Yeah.
He's just watching her. He's waiting for her to come around here.
She went up towards the bridge.
She disappears from sight.
Disappears from sight. Okay.
Jump up to go.
Weaver's gonna try and hold onto his armor to dampen as much sound as possible,
Okay.
and then he's gonna jump across. Athletics check.
DC 5, you can't fail.
Alright, you land on the other side.
Right.
Just to
Fane.
orient. What's up? Yes.
Do you have a better position to see a way in?
I need another perception check from everyone.
There's just a guy standing next to us, like, huh?
Somebody else
The
crouching
wish-
on the roof.
The Whispering King is just laying here, snapping.
There's probably somebody in the house.
Apostasy. Right in front of my salad.
There might be someone in the house.
All right. With your keen eyesight, you see something that you didn't quite expect. Someone else moves through the shadows.
It's Lander, isn't it?
And then you see right here the strangest thing occur. One second.
I just had a shiver and thought, what if it's Suckles? Oh god.
I'm here to help, Mazekeen!
Oh god.
Yes! Mazekeen!
Oh god.
All right.
What's
As
the
you,
name of the fairy? What if it's that fairy?
as you take a look over the side, you will see this individual appear at the edge of the torchlight.
Oh.
Is that work face? Like, surely that's like.
You'll see them kind of look around, and then you'll see something strange. They'll wave their hand in front of their face.
Ah.
And they will suddenly appear like one of the phantom dancers.
I can tell this is a supernatural effect, correct? Because I
Yep.
detect magic perma.
Yep. And then you see them walk by.
Did they have any, in their normal non-transformed state, did they have any insignia or indicators of allegiance?
No.
What's that?
Is there anything on the disguise that I can use later to determine that that is a disguised phantom dancer?
The only thing you really saw was the snarky little smile that they had.
Uriah left-handed.
Appeared to be right.
There's someone else here that's impersonating the church. He might have some unlikely allies.
He was on the main fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
The rebels, maybe?
Well,
Possibly someone who would benefit from the brazier being down.
Well,
What's
we shouldn't
the-
stand around no matter what. We should still keep on trying to figure
you
this
going
out.
up. Where do we go?
I think we go.
Fane, where's the next space?
Need to hire the guy.
I am looking. I am looking on the map to try and tell.
We should move down.
What about here?
Arcadum, is there any way, looking to the east, that we can see where this river becomes a crossing that would allow us to get to the other side?
You have no way of knowing that. You cannot see it. The fog is too thick. You have no way of knowing it.
Keep moving out of the light.
Well, considering I this is gonna sound really fucking stupid. I think that the bridges are best.
You
Well,
mean?
yeah, probably. But we don't want to go the obvious way.
How close do you have to be to dispel them?
These dispel the brazier. I would need line of sight, and it is up upon a tower, which is the entire reason we're trying to get close.
We do have a disguise, or at
We
least
have
we
not-
have that disguise.
None of us are convincing enough, and it would certainly kill the person who goes in. Elsie, to our east, there's a lip that goes down a cliff that leads you to the water's edge on the opposite side than the side we came in. I think that's our current bet. Maybe we can find a place to easily cross. Approach it from a different angle.
Even if we have to make our way across by swimming, I'm sure it's easier than walking across an open bridge.
Can we hear the currents from where we are?
Not through the rain.
Hmm.
Remember, it's pissing rain right now.
Storm.
Do I see the bishop anywhere nearby on the
Nope.
bridge?
You see lights in the distance, but the fog obscures it.
If that's the case, we need to wait for that bishop to return. Once they return, they're going to come back along this path. They're going to go back up for a second, and then they're going to go left. That, whenever they come over here and start heading that way, that will be your opening, Elsie.
Right, we could hold a moment, see if that other individual that is slinking around makes any more moves. And
We
just
can
wait
s-
for that.
Yeah.
I mean, can you tell who it is?
We can't, but you can always hope.
We wait for the bishop to pass. Weaver's right. And then we move to the east.
Mhm.
Could be about another 30 seconds or so.
Alright, so the party waits for the good bishop to pass.
That's my vote.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Seems like a smart bet.
See, at about this point, this individual is walking with them. And you can tell from the way that they're walking, they're not very comfortable in this armor. You will overhear, "It is important, dear brother, that we stay to our appropriate routes." Yeah. You got it, sister. Praise Witheria. All that good stuff. Yeah, I can't wait to go find some apostates and teach them a lesson. I got you. No worries, sister. I'm gonna go over there and do that. Not that way, dear brother. We need more guards to the south. Oh! Right, of course. Yeah. Surely you did not ignore the proctor's words. Oh, no. You see, I was envisioning Mytheria's grace, like, her skin and beauty. It is important not to be too distracted by the grace of Our Lady. Oh yeah, I'll be sure to keep that on the lowdown, sister. No problem. I'll go check out the south. Praise her name and all that. Yeah. I can't wait to go praise her name a lot in this dark corner over here.
He didn't go this way.
We should make contact.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gonna get himself stabbed.
Elsie. I'm sorry. I'll move to the edge. Can I look down where they went?
Yeah, you over here. Oh, piss and shit. Of course, I find the one fucking bishop that's suddenly so fucking tin-con about her job. Alright, Choppy. You've been in a tighter spot than this. Oh, I know. I'll just do that. Nobody would think to question her.
I will point down towards the voice after tapping Elsie on the shoulder.
I can hear it from the distance, right?
Yeah, you can hear them. Yeah, and then
I would like to silently drop down as much as I can.
Yeah, this is a good idea. Also one of the best ideas I've ever had.
6 people just peeking their heads over, just looking.
Sitting like a gargoyle on the edge of a roof, just peering down.
Ooh, Mytheria. Yeah, that's good. Mytheria.
I mean,
While his back's turned to me, I would like to attempt to drop down silently and just
okay.
sneak up and tap him on the shoulder.
Okay, go ahead and do that. Mytheria. No, that's not believable.
Tap. Your pronunciation's all wrong.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Mytheria. Wait, what? Okay, we'll stop there.
Why is our ally a fucking Scooby-Doo villain?
What do you mean?
You would have succeeded if it weren't for you meddling children.
Who could this mysterious character be? What possible agenda could they have? Find out next time on Bound and Broken, Coast of Souls.
You should just be thankful that we have an ally at all.
Hey, I think we did pretty well this session.
I just see this happening. She taps her or him on the shoulder. It turns around, sees Elsie, looks up. It's just a bunch of fucking random people purging on the roof, looking down. One has flashlight glowing eyes.
He's in a frog squat, by the way, at the edge of the...
Yeah, so is Mazekeen, like a gargoyle on the edge.
Are you Slav squatting, bro?
Yeah. slab squat, power
Can you
posing.
can you smell it?
You for
The
me?
faint smell of wet dog.
Oh,
Ah.
that should give us disadvantage on our fucking chicks.
I do not like the rain.
Shake.
9S rain.
I hate the shield bishop, by the way. Her stat block makes me angry.
Yeah?
Branded
Not only,
Mr.
no, no, no.
Mm.
Not only is she branded, she has apotheosis, and she's a misspeaker, so she doesn't fulfill any of the conditions. It's bullshit.
Yeah, the church is bullshit. Welcome
Yeah.
to the fucking conversation.
I hate them. Alright, listen.
I
hate the
hate them.
Use this anger next session to stab her really, really well.
I'm not gonna stab her. I'm going to attack her on the bridge and knock her into the water and see how much her mist helps her fucking swim.
Yeah.
Oh.
I will watch with great
Oh, that's
pleasure.
actually genius.
Yeah, I have forced movement
So do
on
I.
all of my damage spells. Like,
We don't need to kill her.
Oh
The water will
shit,
kill
we've
her.
got some Foss fan art. A very
Yeah.
rare amount
Foss?
of fan art. Oh yeah,
Oh.
Foss doing fan art.
Hey.
Oh.
I fucking love that shit. That's so fucking good. What we see. What atheists see.
The ghost ship.
That's,
Hold on,
that's so good.
I gotta zoom in,
please.
I gotta zoom in.
Look at us.
Look at Fade's big ass ears.
Bro, I got big ass ears.
Oh, that's us, yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny, dude.
Look at Caspian's collar.
Yeah.
It's like his entire head.
Unrealistic. It is hair.
Oh, that's so
Ooh,
good.
a quick Weaver sketch.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah,
Oh,
those sketches are fucking sick.
You look so annoyed.
Look at that Caspian sketch.
I am.
Bosa's art style makes Caspian's hair look cool, and I kind of hate it.
Oh, God.
Of course. Nothing to see here. I'm a cool pope, not a regular pope. The group posing over a costume enthusiast.
Hey, us posing as the 6 passive page is kind of good, though.
This is true.
Oh yeah.
Very
The
good.
6 fingers of Lorne. Don't think about it too much.
Don't, it's, I'm looking for a man with 6-fingered hand. Alright, good stuff, guys. I will see you guys in an hour and a half for the next game, which is going to be the replacement game for Silence and Sorrow. Their new game is starting. Oh boy, is everybody excited?
I'm very excited for Sunny to play a character that's not a wizard and survive longer than 10 sessions.
Crazy.
Yes.
Not
I
a-
don't think so.
That was a bit. It sounded a bit charged.
I don't think
Yeah.
those two things are related, to be honest, but, you know,
It's happened twice. What do you mean they're not related?
which is strange that I'd have two nickels.
Surely.
But anyway,
Surely, a wizard has great
anyway,
survivability.
So I will see you guys at 5 o'clock p.m. CST for Gates and Guardians, the new game, brought to you by Milton Bradley, a family company.
Family company.
Nice.
Premise free.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in an hour and a half. Hugs
Bye,
and kisses.
chat.
Hugs
bye.
and kisses.
Bye, chat.
Hugs